And we're live.
Oh shit.
Oh no!
I was almost done.
You caught her all off guards.
So, David was not feeling fantastic, so we're switching over to my game for the first time. Everybody's together in goodness gravy since like May.
It's been too long.
Yeah.
9 weeks since we last played.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it.
And I have my token created.
Send it to me.
Do I? Probably. I was thinking I might be able to just load it up myself.
You don't have a character made, though? Like, assigned to you in Roll20?
Okay.
Guys, I still have that Pineapple Mountain Dew yuck taste in my mouth.
You mean the dirty laundry?
Yes.
Facebook? I don't know. How am I going to send
No,
this?
I'm not logged in on Facebook.
Well,
Email?
how am I going to send it?
Email.
What the hell's an email? Click.
Raven Mail?
Gmail, click, do, Gmail, click.
Stop. I will lunge across the table.
Alright. Might have started preemptively, only one of us seems to be ready.
Well, like,
I'm done.
I feel like there was a lot of gold in the interim that we had that was off stream, and now it's all gone.
Gold?
Gold. It's like good content is what I'm trying to say.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I'm done.
And then it's gone now, so now it's just dead air. It's fine though. I'm having to remember your email, but I'm gonna have to.
It's my first initial, my second part of my first name initial.
Yep.
And then my maiden name.
I'm just gonna go. You shared a document with me, right?
Yeah.
I can do that one.
Somewhere that's easily accessible.
Sure. Did you share it with this account? Stop it.
Make it go. Do it.
Make what go?
The token.
Oh.
Oh,
I mean, we can start without it.
Yeah, okay, well, so anyway.
I'll get it to you.
We're here at Strixhaven, and they've completed a advanced program. They've all had little one-on-ones. Oh, I broke my pen.
Correct.
It's okay, just the oh, I almost said something else. Just the
tip.
Send me an appropriate token.
I wouldn't send you anything else.
Anyway.
Now I will, but I wasn't going to.
Send me an appropriate. So, they all have completed this program, but they still live in this exceptional dorm. A battle map I found online for the dorms for now. As soon as you have loaded into the map, you may claim a room. Thanks, Strixhaven.
Thanks, Strixhaven, for your awesome soundscape.
For your awesome sirenscape. Brainy broken today.
That's okay.
So, how about that token?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Who's the token below me? Is that David's character?
If it's a blonde chick, then
yes.
So if I share this...
Ooh, I think that Alex and
PP.
Presreath, because there's double beds in some of these.
That's
We
right.
could be roomies.
They all have 2 beds.
No, the one in blue doesn't.
So to
I have an idea. Type in your email.
In blue.
There's
gonna be a lot
blue
easier.
rug and a blue bed.
Oh, that has no beds.
That's a bed. That blue one is a bed.
it's a shoes.
Baby
Isn't it?
bed.
It looks like it.
So
No, I thought
to NPC David's character real quick. Presreath would tell you that although she appreciates your friendship, she has some things she would like to keep private and would like her own room.
rejected.
Well, they're all double beds in here, so they all have 2 bedrooms, so whatever. It's fine.
I appreciate your friendship.
Whatever.
Know where this is going.
Absolutely nowhere, like it does with all of her characters. I'm kidding. Yeah,
Not
but
wrong.
seriously, Presry will probably feel bad about it, but and want to spend some extra
fine.
time with you.
It's fine.
What you doing over there?
I'm posting to our Fables on Tables.
We
Page.
don't do that. We do.
I'm our social media person.
This is D&D,
away.
Jen. Jen,
Dungeons and
what's it?
Dragons.
Never mind.
It is sent.
Okay. Token. Oh, that's a. I just saw a meme with this dude in it.
What, really?
Yeah. Small world.
I just typed in male bard
That's a fun
D&D,
name, too. Cool story.
and it was like halfway down. It wasn't even like a popular one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Downloads. Jen, I'm not trying to pick on you, but I will keep doing it.
I'm almost done.
Alright, there's Erevar. There you go. Erevar is an attractive dude. You
I'm
can go for
there.
him.
He is single and ready to mingle. He's just a lonely bard
From someplace.
Mhm.
A place in Theros. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I suppose I should put Jen.
What?
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm waiting.
He's good?
I'm good.
Alright.
Hi, David. Are you staying?
Alright.
Alright, well, I hope you feel
Have
better.
a safe drive home.
Let us know when you get home, okay?
Yeah, please. No worries.
New player guide.
A new player guide.
Mm-hmm.
Like telling you how to use their stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'm going to claim this room over here.
Okay. I'm gonna claim. Why is there 2 beds in every room? Why is there a cage in that bed?
It looks like a cage.
It looks like a cage. Oh my god.
Is
Yeah.
it not a cage?
Are you not entertained?
It's 100% a
I
cage.
don't know.
It looks like a
Who's kinky in that room? Garifar's in.
I guess we'll find out.
I can't make the map.
Is that Alex?
go right.
Yeah, that's me.
Alright.
I picked it before I realized it was the kink room.
Garifar's in. It's like, wait a minute. It sounds good. I like
Dibs on
this.
the cage.
Are you rooming with me?
He likes this cage. It's safe.
Are you seriously sleeping?
Yep.
I thought it was meant to be like a canopy bed, but it is definitely.
That's a very weird
'cause
way
you
to.
can see the
You can see the
pillows
bars
and
underneath
stuff.
of it as well.
That's
Yeah.
so
It
weird.
looks like a box spring.
Well, there's
or something.
also a room full of dolls.
Yep, don't want to be in there.
Where's that one? So I know to
I
stay
see
away from
dresses.
it.
I don't know
But
about dolls.
directly below. It's like, there's like a head.
Just south of the cage.
There's-
Oh, I didn't
there are
realize.
heads.
Oh,
Well, I think those are top down. I think they're
They're-
like standing dolls.
but the heads are all missing.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
No, they're not missing. They're well, actually.
They are. They're laying
they're
next
just
to
laying
the
on
bodies.
They're just laying on the floor. It's definitely not Erevar's room.
Nope.
So, if Alex and Erevar want to share a room, we can assume that both of the beds are normal beds. Or
Sure.
you could just take the cage off of that bed and place it next to the bed. And now your party has a cage bed.
But it's safe in here.
They're sentient beings. They can
Although the
keep
slots on the bottom would be very uncomfortable.
I had a cousin
Oh,
who
yeah,
slept
that's
in a
a cage.
box because he wanted to.
Oh,
Yeah.
with the with
Wait,
no
I need to
mattress.
You
zoom
wanted
in.
to.
Oh,
You wanted to.
Like a cat.
Ooh, we have running water.
Yeah, no, if you zoom in and really look on it,
That's a cage.
there's a cage. That's a cage
hmm
on top of the bed.
I didn't make this map, guys.
It's a lovely map minus the cage and the dolls.
And the cut-up pillows.
It's
Wait,
funny.
are we seriously roomies?
Sure.
Cool.
It's funny because I did edit some things about this, and I didn't even like Cage. Just never even popped up in my
Just
mind.
a canopy. I immediately thought cage.
Yeah, as soon as I saw
Why is there a cage on the bed? It's just such a strange.
So you are welcome to this entire floor. You have a kitchen. You have, well, Callum's kind of claimed the library, and several bedrooms. There's a hangout
You claimed
area
the library?
and a very nice bathroom.
Gotta be
Alex is
quick.
gonna be sneaking into your room at night
Gotta be quick, Alex.
to read.
Oh, nice fix there.
To stuck read. I mean,
Sneaking in your room to read.
Yeah,
I'll
you
be-
have books.
Well, I will sneak into your room too, for the cage.
it's my cage. Get out.
To put you in the cage. To keep you out of my room.
Get in the cage.
Rude.
Get in the cage.
So we can say, you know, you've had a small, minor celebration to congratulate yourselves on completing your accelerated program and leveling up, gaining experience in what it is you do.
I want to make one note about Alex's appearance at this point now.
Yeah.
She did a thing where, because, like, you know, she's always dirty with, like, the archaeologist stuff.
Right.
Shut up. So she wanted to be, like, a little bit more girly, so she went and had her hair dyed. So now from, like, the bottom and, like, underneath is a gold ombre that comes out.
Nice.
I don't know what an ombre is.
It's where,
Kinda
like,
like
my hair's
fades.
red, like, her hair's red at the top, and then it starts to fade into a gold color as it goes
I
down.
like that.
And Callum now has like a gauntlet where his little claw hand was, and like a greave with
He's like
and
down
a
by his
greave-
crotch.
Yeah, and a greave where his missing foot was, but they seem to function like regular foot and hands.
Ooh, fancy.
They're very ornate.
Yes.
Have, like, if you take a close look, because we know Alex will, they're very
You don't know me.
nature-based. Like ivy twisting on the. Well, you watch his, you know.
Yeah.
I could use a refresh.
I did draw a picture, remember?
I know.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
okay.
wasn't it like the color? Wasn't it like a dark bronze or something like that?
That oil-washed bronze.
Yeah.
Shiny.
So, it is morning. What do you want to do?
Is there anything?
I
we
unlocked the
have-
cage bed so Irovar can get out.
Is there anything
So-
we have to do?
There's nothing you have to do. Now that you are no longer students, you can choose. You do remove your extracurricular proficiencies, but you can choose to continue your job or seek out, like, full-time jobs.
Nah, I would have quit. At a certain point.
Alex would know. She would have stayed working at the library.
Oh, this isn't that character. Oh, I need to look at this character. I think once he found that piece of jewelry, he would have quit. But then he never sold it though, so I
Right.
guess.
Is she
I think
is she
it'd be-
captain of the Silk Ball team yet?
Oh, we did talk about that. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You, the only games that you have not performed well in have been the games that your parents attended.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Performance anxiety.
You do have a fan section.
Your only
Do you have
fans?
any? If you want to look, hey, focus.
Hello.
If you want to look through the NPCs and tell me if there's anybody in particular you would have hoped to see in that fan section.
Callum.
I'm giving up on Callum. It's fine.
Aw.
Erevar would have been there cheering you on.
I lost all my NPCs. Oh wait, they're in my folder.
So, Erevar,
Mm-hmm.
there's this full-on set of groupies. Would you seriously be leading these groupies for me?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Of course.
Led.
See, Irovar loves me.
He really likes you in the cage.
I don't know why. I want to message the person that made this map. And
Like, what is the
why?
cage for?
Okay,
Oh,
actually, I
dear,
don't know
dear.
if we have met this NPC yet, but just based on my interest in him alone, I would love if Quintilis was.
So that was
Is that the
his
redhead?
former roommate.
Yeah, that's this guy.
Isn't it? Is
No,
that
no, no,
your-
no, no,
No.
no, not Grayson.
Can
Grayson was his roommate.
I, can I see
You
Quintilis?
better not.
Quintilis is that one. I don't think we've met him yet.
You haven't.
No,
Yeah.
he goads
I just
people.
like his face.
Be careful, he goads people.
Who, Quintilis?
Yeah.
Did you meet Quintilis?
He just knows.
He's an actual magic card.
Oh. Okay, cool.
Can you describe him in magic?
He
He
is
goads
he's a
people.
blue. He's one of the few blue cards that goads other creatures.
He's a taunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, he's a sneaky boy.
I don't have my Strixhaven book with me because I wasn't expecting to do this today. So let me pull.
I would
this
hope
page.
that maybe my roommates were.
Was that
That was
Nora?
Nora,
Nora?
Ann Wu, and Aurora Luna Winterstar.
His card name is Sly Instigator.
What's his flavor text?
Me?
Yuck.
I'm just an innocent bystander.
Sure, buddy.
Oh, me? Yeah, so like those three
Okay.
would be cool.
So, absolutely. Let's see. Quintilis. He
Ooh,
is
can
a
I enhance you while
Prismari
you play?
student. Zoom in.
Oh, I'm 100% silvery barbing people as they go to kick the ball. I make the miss. It's an attack on the ball. No, and then I can enhance her too.
Ooh.
There you go.
You
Doesn't she have to
feel-
be within 30 feet?
60.
Oh,
That's
60's a good enough
fantastic.
distance.
It's
I can also
amazing.
enhance your abilities.
You've had this stroke of luck
I
that
can
you
get you on
can't
the juice.
explain. Do you tell her that you're helping her?
It lasts an hour.
Matt, do you tell her that you're helping her in the games? Or do
In
you
the
want her to-
beginning, I don't think I would. I think that I would just give her. I would enhance her abilities by like giving her a little prep talk before every game. Like, you got this, you're all good, and then I'd give her like a pat on the shoulder or whatever, and give her enhanced ability, which lasts an hour. And I can give you your advantage on strength checks, or I can give you Cat's Grace. That doesn't help. Well, no, advantage on dexterity checks. I don't know what Silk Ball uses as checks.
Strength
It's
and
mostly
dex.
strength and dex. My strength is my best one.
Then I'd give you the Bull Strength, which it gives it gives you advantage on all your strength checks, and doubles your carrying capacity if that matters. People try to tackle you down, you're just like, no.
Yeah.
You're
You
like,
feel
what's up? I carry
illegitimate.
this whole team.
Do you feel illegitimate as a captain?
Yeah, a
if you
little
find
bit.
out?
Yeah, a little bit. If I found out, I'd probably feel really bad about it.
Magic is allowed. Remember, Melbathorn will whip a branch out to
Okay,
catch a ball.
magic's-
Oh.
Yeah. Quintilius is prone to histrionics, so he's in your fan section like, oh my god! And so excited for you.
Ah! He's over dramatic.
That is my bestie! Did you see that?
Whoa. Alright, that's fine.
You're like, I don't even know you.
It's fine. She'll take the attention.
She's desperate enough.
Alex would be. Like, that's not even a character that, like, that's not even a Jen thing. That's a literal character thing. She's a lonely girl.
It's okay, you got Erebor. He'll always be by your side.
As long as you walk away without opening the cage.
Let me out!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll keep my job and use the library as like my workshop.
Alright.
Wasn't it like 1 silver a week or something? I wouldn't have kept it. I have like 200 gold. Like that'll last me
Yeah,
forever.
Oh, yeah, I never did calculate how much gold I would have then.
200 we said.
Oh, 200? Okay.
And then,
In
unfortunately,
addition to the 30 that I already have?
Yeah.
Sweet.
unfortunately, you do receive a message early that morning from your RA, signed by the head of athletics, and it says, now that you've finished your program, you're not a student, so you can no longer be on the team.
That's bullshit.
he
Wait,
says,
how did they deliver this message?
Xanthar hands the RA hands her a letter.
That's very unceremonious.
It's unprofessional.
He says, "Oh, and this package came for you too." And
It's your retirement
it's
package.
You're also kicked out of the school.
Goodbye.
Here's your severance package.
Pack your bags. It's a ring box tied with a purple bow and a little tag. It says, "From your father."
Fuck my life.
You should probably talk to your dad on why he's like watching you.
There is a
while
little
having people watch you.
there is a little card in there as well.
Wait, a ring box with a purple bow, and the tag says it's from my dad.
Yep, and there's a sealed tiny little card attached to it as well.
Oh.
It says, "I'm proud of you, daughter.
I'll
you made
open the
team."
card.
Yep. It says, in very neat tiny penmanship from him, like almost too perfect, you know, like everything he does has to be so perfect. It says, what does it say? I forgot. Let me think of how I wanted to word this. To help you succeed in all your future endeavors, please remember I'm here for you when no one else is.
Well, that's just a false lie.
He's such an asshole.
Because Erevar's always with you.
And that is attached to this ring box.
Well, I'm assuming if we're in the same room together.
Mhm.
I probably would have told you. Oh wait, did you watch my one-on-one? Okay.
I watched Nobody's Nothing.
All right. I would have kind of probably given you like a synopsis of like the relationship with like my parents and all that
TLDR.
shit. And my dad sucks. He's very like manipulative, gaslighting.
He was like the leader. Well, he was allegedly the leader of some cult.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the leader of some cult. I don't know if you knew that about your dad.
So you found that out
Nope.
from a stalker, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's an Eldritch Knight in the Revenant Army.
It's like the what is the
The
name?
Auric.
The Auric.
O-R-I-K.
Yeah, he's been. I learned that he was called the Auric.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
My dad is called the Auric.
That's what I was told.
The group is
The group. He's
Remember
like the leader
when
of the
he
Auric.
asked you to join that?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize my dad was the leader.
Take me to your leader.
Wait, okay. He kept
Well,
telling
he's
me.
a leader.
He kept.
Remember he said he has a boss too?
Yes, his supervisor told me. Yeah, he told me I don't know what the Auric is.
I was going to research it, but I don't think we got there. I was gonna check the library.
So was I, actually. So I'll show you the box, and then I'll just ask you, like, should I even dare open this to see
Do I have identify?
what it could possibly be?
Nope. Sure don't. I mean, it looks like a ring. Maybe it's a magical.
Well, I haven't opened the box yet. It's just a
Looks
ring
like a-
box.
I said it's a ring box.
It is a ring box.
Right, but I haven't opened it, so I don't know if there's a ring inside. It could be something different.
I said it
don't know.
looks like a ring.
Oh,
The appearances of a ring box makes it appear to be a ring inside. I mean, it's a ring. I mean, maybe it's a class ring. Maybe he bought you your class ring. Maybe he bought you the ring for the silk ball. For leading command and whatnot in it.
I'll open the box.
And you can just close it if it's shit.
Yeah.
Give it back to him. Tell him he's a bad dad.
Inside is a gold ring with a large, well, I don't want to say large, like smaller,
large,
smaller than a
gold.
dime gem that appears to be a replica of a silk ball. It's kind of gaudy, and it does say Alex on the side, and then on the other side it says the year. So it's pretty much a class ring.
It's your professional ring.
It's like a
Your rookie ring.
Super Bowl
What's
ring.
it called? Super Bowl ring. Yeah, basically. You won the.
It's a ring with a gem that looks like a silk ball and has my name on the side.
Ooh, fancy. Does it look exquisitely made?
It does.
Oh, I want to get this checked out. Or you could spend
Can
some time with it.
you tell if it's magical or not?
Well, I knew a guy outside of town, but I don't want to go to that guy anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think he was gonna eat me.
Oh.
Not in a good way.
Okay.
I don't think.
Well, I really don't want to put it on without knowing what it is.
Yeah, I met this this jeweler outside of town, and I was gonna take him some jewelry that I found and sell it. But when I went to go back and check, he had already had somebody else. He told me to come back later after he'd closed because it was like a high priced item. And when I went to go back, I kind of scouted the place out first because it just seemed odd. There was a person that went in there and they never came back out. And then as I got closer, I mean, you know, I can open my mind to kind of hear other, you know, people. And I was able to kind of hear some pretty gruesome things. I just legitimately think he ate him, like on the spot. I don't know what he is.
Is this something we should worry about?
It's outside of school, so like.
Okay.
I just figured maybe it's something. As we get a bit stronger, we go investigate. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, so the other day, I woke up. Look what I can do. And I'll throw the box in the air, and I'll use my telekinesis to hold it there. For our entire time here, you've never seen Alex do magic ever.
Any kind of magicalness?
Nothing. But now she's like floating the box, like she's making it kind of do like a lazy elliptical.
Your father would be proud.
Well, this isn't father's power, but
yeah, but
I guess it's something.
It's something, I think, if that matters to you.
It shouldn't, but it does.
I've learned a few things as well, but they are a bit evasive at times, so I will try not to use them. Like against you.
What's a bit evasive at times?
The things I've learned.
Oh, got it.
I can read your mind.
Oh.
Yeah, not right now. And you'll know, well, you know, it's not like, well, that's not true technically. I can read your surface thoughts whenever I want, but if you ever need to like learn something about yourself that you can't quite figure out, I can like, because we can.
Oh, you don't want to root around in here.
We can search that in the cage. The cage is where I do all my work.
That's where I do my best work.
Yeah, it's my best work.
So for now, I will just pocket the box.
Oh, and of course the enhanced ability that I've been using on you guys you've been playing. But that's fine, right?
I'm sorry, what?
You notice like any game I don't make, you just kind of feel off?
Yes?
Well, I was just enhancing your natural abilities. It just makes them, it highlights them.
I was cheating.
No, that magic's allowed.
But...
Wasn't cheating.
Xanthar's still standing there waiting for like a tip or to be dismissed or something.
Yeah, you can leave now.
Okay.
She's gonna have her own like inner turmoil with that knowledge now, but
oh, and like I can influence luck in a way that is quite interesting actually. Change the outcomes slightly. Like I said, I've learned some manipulative things that can proven to be quite useful.
I learned how to do this.
Ooh.
In my whole time here.
Callum's spending a lot of time in the bathroom.
I'm in the bathroom?
Yep.
Or the library.
You heard the lady.
Well, should go get breakfast. Maybe go get Callum.
Sure.
Prez. I'll go across the room and I'll knock on Callum's door. Hello!
Trying to remember.
It's been a while.
Sorry, yeah. Who is it?
Me? Who else would it be?
Any of the other 3 roommates? Or somebody else?
This is very true.
In, you know,
Are you
dorms?
also standing there?
Yeah. Well, we were together.
Everyone are going to get breakfast. Are you going to come?
Where are you getting breakfast?
So you can either sit at the table here, you could go to Fire Jolt Cafe or Beau's End Tavern. You're also no longer students, so you're free to go into the city.
Ooh, I can show you guys the places that I found.
Have you opened the door yet, or am I still talking through the door?
Still through the door.
Yeah, okay.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
There's
You
this
pick.
place. There's this place in town we can go to that I can share. I can share with you guys.
Did Erevar say you're going to town?
Yeah.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. Come on.
Do you hear like clanging and falling over? All right, I could be persuaded. I'll be out in a second.
Hey.
I'll try to wash some grease and shit off my face and step out.
Oh, that's right. I got this loot. I also have the
Give
loot.
me the loot. Give me the loot.
Wait, I gotta write that down. Dad is one leader of the Auric.
He's also constantly watching you via proxies. There are people stalking you. I'll see them because they're not great at hiding. I'm also extremely perceptive now. Like,
Yeah,
unnaturally perceptive.
He mentions to me that his supervisor told him that I was ready for the Auric. He would not tell me what the Auric was.
I don't even know what the orc is.
Well then,
Well, I wanted to go to the library and find out.
I went to talk to my mother, and when I asked her, she was completely evasive about the whole thing. Like, she was blatantly dishonest about what the Auric was. So nobody would tell me, and frankly, anything that my father says, hey, you should do this, I want to do the complete opposite.
But you played Silkball and he wanted you to play Silkball. And you...
But I love Silkball. That was my own want to do.
Well,
What are you talking about?
you heard
Come
of
out
the
of the
orc?
room.
Something called the Auric.
Yeah, I heard of that not actually very recently.
Oh, what's
Apparently
you
her
know about
dad's
the
one
Auric?
of the leaders.
News to me.
He wants her to join, so we're trying to figure out what it is. He won't tell her.
And you're definitely not a member?
No, I don't even know what it is. I've never even heard of it until he said something. What do you know about it?
Are you gonna do it?
Not until I know what it is. Do you know something about the Auric?
He appears to know something about the orc.
I've heard of it.
Do you know what it is?
I know that they tempted my brother into joining.
Oh. And?
That's it.
Have you talked to your brother? Has he said what it is? Do you know what he's doing there?
No, I haven't seen him in well over a year now.
Wait, did he
I came here to find him.
Did he join?
At least
Oh, then she
That's
might-
what I was told.
She could ask her dad where he is. Maybe figure out find her brother.
Wait, so you came here to find your brother, which means he joined this Auric and then just disappeared.
Or he didn't
Well,
join and they got rid of him. 'cause
Well, no,
didn't wanna join.
okay. So he left for college, and then we stopped hearing from him, and so I came here to find him.
Oh. And you found out that he joined this Auric.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah.
I already don't like it.
Well, we need to figure out what it is first before.
And it seems like you're in the best position to find more information out about it.
Yeah.
But I tried. I asked my father what the Auric was, and he would not tell me. All he said was, "You're ready."
If I'm there, I can probe his mind while you talk to him.
Can we use my dad as a last resort? I would rather go
He
to the
seems
library.
like the best resort. This is his brother. But we could go to the library first after we eat.
But my father's not here. He lives in Melitus, which is very far from here. It's not like we can just go walk up to
Yeah, but
my
he visits.
parents' door.
He visits often. Next time he visits.
Well, I mean, I was given the impression that the Auric, has some influence in everything here on campus, so they have to be around somewhere.
Yeah, there was. We can talk to the creepy boy that was stalking you.
What creepy boy was stalking me?
I don't know what was his
That
name?
redheaded one?
No.
Hold.
I didn't know I had a stalker.
I told you already.
Yes, we already talked about that.
Well, I know that, but she's like
Yeah, process.
still processing.
You were there, actually, but
Oh.
technically.
Well, I wasn't allowed to watch your segment, so I don't know.
Well, now you know. You were there. I was we were rooming together. I was standing near the window, and I had seen a creepy dude in a tree, kind of like looking in at you. So then I told you about it, and I'm like, have you noticed there's like a guy always watching you in purple robes? And you're like, what? No.
The
Oh,
fucking
no,
purple robes again?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are we really doing this?
Yep, they're all
God
purple.
damn it!
And there's a bottle.
No!
Yeah, he had a bottle on him. I don't understand why. I said river on it.
He looked like he was from a swamp.
Okay.
It's Dougal.
So you found out that his name was... I'm trying to think of how you could mangle this, because as soon as it comes out of my mouth, I always realize the mistakes I've made. His name is Tantilosa.
Okay. Pantylusa.
There was
I was gonna say
I was singing Pantyhosa.
It's what?
Pantyrosa.
Tantilosa.
Ponderosa.
Tantilosa is my stalker.
Yeah.
Cool. Great.
He was an elf with kind of unruly red hair.
Maybe.
Oh, he was the traveler.
He was the one. Yeah, he was the one that I think cut
Presry's hair.
Presry's hair. I think
Oh!
the prank they were doing
That
on her
guy.
or whatever.
Alright,
I think that was the same person. But yeah, so we scared him a little bit.
I would say, have I seen him since? Now that he's been telling me about it?
Make a perception check.
I would have been keeping an eye on him for you.
You can make a perception check with advantage.
Well, I have a passive of 24, but I can
Excellent.
roll if you want. I
Can
can't
you
roll
get
low.
higher than a 24?
Yes.
Natural 20!
Nice.
Plus... Shit.
I take it back. No.
23. Perception.
Yeah, you both almost make him wet himself with how often you're watching him. And, like, you get close enough to see his pores. He regrets his ways and has promised he'll never do it again. So he's like, why are you still following me?
No, we're just making sure he's not following
No,
her.
we're making sure he's not he's...
But now you're following me!
We're just making sure you're not following her.
I'm not! Stop following me!
You're not following her?
I'm so sorry I did this, Emerald.
You should be. Go away.
She wanted to kill you. Anyways,
Okay, and then he disappears.
well, we need to ask him about the orc and figure out what's going on. He was getting paid by your dad. I don't know if he's part of the orc.
Oh.
What do you know about the orc, kid?
Oh no! He did show you his mask.
Oh yeah, he's got a mask that represents the orc, I think.
Oh.
It gives him magical abilities.
Then yes, answer him.
You have
What?
them. No, you have the mask. We took it from him.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, you have the.
I have
his
a mask?
You have his mask.
You have a mask.
We don't know what it does yet.
I wasn't sure who kept that.
I think I gave it
Mask
to her.
Of the Auric.
Unless I wrote it down in my inventory.
Okay. Well, yeah, then while he's there, I'll be like, what is this auric?
It's like a secret fraternity.
Of what? To do what? What's its purpose?
I told you this already. How to trigger John in one sentence or less. To reiterate what I already told you, lady. He had told you that they were a group that found him when he was failing his classes and doing really poorly, and they accepted him for who he was and began teaching him more forbidden magic. Things that had to do with blood and psionics, and it turned out he felt like he really fit in with them, and it made him feel valued. You know, like every cult does.
Mm-hmm.
And so what is your question for him?
Why is my father paying you to watch me?
I don't know, I just thought he loved you that much. That's how he made it seem.
His version of love and my version of love are very different.
He seems like he cares too much.
My father doesn't care at all.
Well,
He's just...
that seems not true.
I don't know, it wasn't really my place to ask. But I promise I haven't done it since then. It's you guys that have been following me.
You can go back and tell my father that he needs to back off.
I'll try. Sorry. He looks like he's lost weight recently. Like, he does not look good.
Aw, poor guy.
Do we want to bring him to the cage? That's where I do my best work.
Well, if you're with us, then you got the explanation too
Mm-hmm.
about what it is. Okay, so it's some secret fraternity that teaches dark magic.
I feel like it's more than that. I think that's just what they're telling the kids. We're not kids anymore. We graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to find out more, because if we talk to anyone who's associated with the org, they're going to tell us exactly what they believe is its purpose and make it sound like it's really good, but it's probably not. So,
I got cookies, man.
and if your brother is a part of it,
What are you trying to say?
just saying, we should be deeply concerned for his safety.
I agree.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I found this awesome wearing armor right now. You guys can't.
Oh!
It's great. He just has a command word and it like shifts you to see there's like this leather armor, and he can snap his fingers and say another command word, and it switches to like business attire. Like switches it, snaps, and he can switch it to like dirty beggar's clothes. He's like, I can do this as much as I want. This is the best armor I've ever had.
Nice.
I got this sick instrument that I shred on, but you already know that. The best shredder.
Yeah. Oh! Speaking of weird things.
Speaking of shredding.
So, I also have this book that I found a long time ago, but it's locked, and I've never been able to get it open. And one of the teachers actually told me that there's a password for it.
Ah.
She told me what the password is,
Oh.
but she said I would not open it unless you had friends around.
Oh.
So...
We better find you some.
You've got to find some friends.
They're terrible people.
They are terrible people. It's fine. I'm used to it. So, I don't know what it does. I almost used it when Presreath and I were with my mother, but then I didn't get the chance because I almost died. So, I still haven't opened it, but I'd be interested to see what happens when I do it. But I feel like that should be done somewhere that's away from
Safer.
campus.
We can do it in our room. It's all ours, the whole floor.
Yeah.
We've got a cage.
There.
You might be able, maybe it's the best place to open it, inside the cage.
Right? I don't know what it does. So just put that on the list of something that we could check
That's
into.
actually genius. You set the book inside the cage, and you just say the command word. Whatever comes out's in the cage. Unless it's like some kind of
I love you guys.
magical being of sorts that is like, you can just walk through the cage or
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know. I mean, we could do that if you want.
It sounds like a perfect plan to me.
Okay. Well, let's go get food and then maybe try to find out what this auric really is, and then maybe we'll do it later.
Sure, there's this place called the Slippery Lizard outside of town. And,
The slippery lizard?
What?
it's great.
That is.
I don't know.
I went to the
I
Chunky
think-
Goose. It had pretty good food.
Lechon?
There's this really great place called Insert Name Here outside of town.
I have many taverns prepared for you.
Okay.
So,
So we're gonna go to. I would have visited probably some of them on my ventures outside of town. So what would have been a one that I like? Just pick one.
so okay.
The Slippery Lizard's probably one of them, but it's out. Maybe that's just from his hometown.
If you want there to be one called the Slippery Lizard, we can do that.
Nah,
But
it's fine.
similarly, the big tavern of town is a converted temple called the Tipsy Tarrasque, and that is right on the water. But there are many smaller places closer, but that's the big place, like 100 people per,
Yeah,
at a
so
time.
I would take him there. I'd let him. I'd like, hype it up and tell him all about it.
If
The hype?
you want a smaller, closer place for breakfast, I do have a dozen other places prepared to talk to you guys about.
We can go to the Tipsy Giraffe.
Let's go to the Tipsy Tarrasque first.
Alright. So,
Everybody.
Callum, are you going with them?
Yeah.
Is there anything you had wanted to do in your downtime?
Nope.
Okay. Did you install your weapon in your arm?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was originally broken.
I got a gun.
But after tinkering with it for some time, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
You tried to
That's right, you have a
recreate
firearm.
the
Yeah.
device you saw that woman make handling many years ago.
Yeah.
So heading to the Tipsy Tarrasque, I have a menu. I don't know if I have
Mini
a
map?
map for that yet.
That's fine.
Spanish.
I don't have a
Where
map
did
for
I
that
write
yet,
down the keyword for that book, though?
It
Oh,
is.
it's right
It's very open and set up with columns. It pretty clearly used to be a very Greek-looking temple, and inside it's like beautiful, gorgeous white and black-veined marble. There's one long bar, a couple different levels, and one way up top. And it just keeps going back and back and back into a cave. At some point it is roped off, but there are many big round tables for you to sit at, mismatched chairs. The place is very pleased to say that all this furniture was recovered from shipwrecks and or pirates.
Before we go inside,
Yeah.
I have like a little mirror that I kind of pull out, check myself, make sure I look good, kind of tidy up everything. I've got an appearance to, I'm like I'm a famous person around here. But he will cast Eagle Splendor on himself with enhanced ability
He's so pretty.
before he goes in.
So pretty.
I don't know what that is. Is that a spell you have? Eagle Splendor?
Yeah, it's called Enhance Ability. But
Yes, the
thing that
enhanceability
I'm,
spell,
but the
you
thing that
give
I'm
yourself
using is
Eagle
called
Splendor.
Eagle Splendor. The target has advantage on charisma checks. It's just so that it's for the next hour while we're at the tavern. I'm going to just be extra charismatic.
Oh wow, I did not know that's how enhanceability worked.
Mhm.
I thought it was literally a spell that bumped up one of your abilities.
No.
Oh.
No, enhance ability is insanely good. It's quite
nice.
strong.
Cool.
I'm happy to cast that, and yeah, just to kind of, in case I decide to play or whatever, probably will.
So you go in with the sea spray against your back. It's pretty windy in here. Thankfully, the city is usually pretty warm.
It's refreshing.
You easily find a table and call over servers. A woman will come over. Says,
Hello.
she does not say that.
G'day, mate.
No.
Welcome to Slapjacks.
She says, "Hi, my name is
What?
Hi, my name is Jensa. How can I help you today?"
Some shady.
David's home.
Yay. Wait, she said her name is what?
Jousa.
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 I barely know her. Good evening, fine day.
This is a
Evening or morning, we're getting breakfast.
Yep.
this is a tall dwarven
evening,
woman.
fine day.
She's pretty stacked.
Good evening, fine day, morning.
One of those.
Same to you. Thank you for gracing the Tipsy Tarrasque. Is this your first time in town?
Nope.
No?
I've been here plenty of times.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just different. I typically come at night. You probably have a morning shift.
I do.
But yeah, I wanted to show these.
You're like on their do not serve list.
I imagine in my head I would have played here. Like, I would have played in all the taverns in this town. Although, interesting thought.
Indeed.
Probably not like myself.
That's what I was
Oh.
thinking.
So that makes more
Yeah.
sense. So then I would just carry on.
Okay.
Talking like I've never been here
Sneaky,
before.
sneaky.
Our breakfast special is golden dragon squares. They're made of the finest dragon eggs
it's
and
delicious.
bacon and fried tofu sprinkled with
None of that.
bonito flakes
Don't eat
and
that.
served with hot tempura sauce.
Dragon's eggs is great. Yep, one of of
Sorry,
those.
I'm distracted by the barbecue sauce thing that's sitting on the shelf.
It's
Why
been
is that there?
It's been there for months.
Really?
Yeah.
We have a variety of seafood. We have a hearty breakfast mead. We also have orange juice, lemon juice.
Do you have mimosas?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
They're good too. They're not that chintzy on the alcohol. It's great. I think they really want you to drink a lot so you spend more money, but it's worth it.
Drink the money.
So, dragon squares, are we serving family style or just one? One plate?
You go family style. Let's do family style.
Sure.
That'll be 10 silver pieces for all those drinks and the golden dragon squares. Family, yes, words.
Yep. I'll toss her a gold and say, keep the drinks coming. Thank you.
You got it, cutie.
Give her a wink.
I'm assuming we would have heard you play before.
I have played, yes. Not
Okay.
here.
She,
Well,
no, but I just mean in general. Like,
Mhm.
your friends would have heard you
Oh,
play
for sure.
somewhere.
yeah, he's
okay.
badass.
Okay. 'Cause, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you had been playing at a tavern one night, like, if I didn't have to work or something, like, I would totally go and, like, watch you perform.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
So Erevar was
Okay.
in the band, alongside your roommate, so I'm sure you went to plenty of shows.
Oh, that's right. What's her face?
Aurora.
Okay.
How's that going, by the way?
I don't know.
How do you want it to be?
Well,
I'd like to think that they had
She
a
does talk about you.
I'd like to think that they had a thing, and when he got a little egotistical from all the playing, and like thinking that he might have like probably called it off with her,
Oh,
kind of like after like maybe I don't know how long have we been here.
a year and a half.
So I'd say after like 6 months they were together maybe, and then he kind of just they're on hold to him. He's kind of like said it like we're on hold. It's just a little complicated.
She still talks about you.
Yeah.
Oh, Erevar,
Yeah. It's
where
just,
for art
it's-
thou, Erevar?
She
I
pines for you.
miss your loving touch.
Yeah, he's just kind of.
I'm pretty sure she sits in her bed at night and writes poems about you.
They're very dark.
Yeah.
My heart is black ever since you left.
Pounded and bruised by the missing touch of your.
Surrounded, pounded, no
hand.
sound.
I wasn't trying to make it dirty.
There's something.
I was trying to make it sound like her heart was bruised, and it was from his lack of presence, basically.
Hold on. I can do this.
Do what?
I'm gonna make something real
A
quick.
dark, dirty poem, or not dirty, a dark poem, not dirty.
Erevar, my heart is so black. It's been this way ever since you smacked me in the face
Didn't do
with
that.
with your talent,
He does that.
and then your bags you did pack. Crick crack.
But yeah, I think that with the
We no longer share a love shack.
Dear God! I hate poetry.
Oh, I love it, but not like
I
this.
hate it.
I have no one on which to fall back. My favorite color is lilac.
my heart is filled with rage ever since we left your cage.
Love it. It's canon.
I was trying to think of something that
I
rhymed
missed
with
the
cage. I'm
thing
like,
we
oh,
did.
rage! It's great.
I missed the thing we did. The beast with two bags. The end.
No.
You missed a whole poem, Nick.
All
Nate
of
would
it
have been
is
great for
terrible.
this.
Yeah, right?
Oh no.
Oh, we need to play that silly accent game again.
We were making a sad poem about Aurora and how him and her aren't together anymore because he's doing a little bit of soul searching /
became an ass.
yeah, a little bit. He's going through the phases of becoming popular, becoming a rock star, and then realizing probably maybe down the road that maybe that wasn't the best choice.
That is.
So he's in the self-reflecting portion of that experience.
Gotcha.
Because like they were together for like 6 months, and then now they're kind of apart, but they still kind of get together every now and
such a
again.
deep character.
And we missed all of this character development, you know? It's funny, before you guys got here, one of my friends is famous and just got face tattoos and posted it on Facebook, and I'm like,
Oh dear.
Oh, dearie dear.
oh dearie dearie,
Oh dear.
help is on the way, dear.
Help is on the way, dear.
In the interim, while we're waiting for drinks and stuff, I'm gonna pull out the ring box.
And I will say, Nathan, that Erevar's probably my most intertwined character as far as stories is concerned.
Awesome.
It is. I love it. I'm loving every second of it.
He's got all kinds of
There
dirty
is a
little
lot going
secrets.
And you'll never know.
Hope well, we'll
Because
see.
you're gonna kill him
You'll
first.
eventually
I
know.
might just die. If I just die, that'll
That's
kind of suck.
Yeah.
Well, you'll learn something if I die.
You got some.
Yeah.
You'll guarantee learn something.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's
kill
cool.
Erevar.
If you
That's
kill
that's our
me, you'll
mission.
learn something.
Yes.
Anyway,
I'm gonna pull
Ring
out the.
box.
I'm gonna pull out the ring box
All right.
and
beautiful silk ball class ring.
I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna
Oh,
show
you're good
it.
with you're good with tinkering.
I'm gonna show it to you and be like, so this came to me this morning, and apparently it's from
Who?
God, my father.
It looks finely crafted, and I was thinking maybe you could give it a look over. I don't know if you're.
Callum, you can make an Arcana check if you'd like, unless you have identifying.
I will detect magic
Sure.
as a ritual.
Oh, 10
Okay,
minutes.
wait,
go
10
by.
minutes?
Yeah.
Well, our food will get here, and
Yeah.
while he studies it,
Tinkering ain't easy. All right.
while we're waiting for our
It's
food,
not a
I'll,
quick process. It's a precise process.
I'll pull out my normal lute and I'll play just kind of little like waiting music,
Music.
little waiting music.
Elevator music.
So 10 minutes
Son of a
goes
gun.
by, and this aura of magic begins to flood out from you. You kind of brace for a moment because this is a city
Natural
right
20
out-
on performance. Let's go.
city right outside of Strixhaven, so there has to be magic. And sure enough, within your 30-foot range of detect magic, right? It's 30 feet. 30 feet.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably.
See, I'm getting better at this stuff.
Yeah.
You sense quite a bit of magic, like how to keep drinks hot, hot plates for food, maybe a little bit of glamour on the servers.
Dude, this place is lit.
And what about the ring?
Yeah, it's glowing.
What school of magic, if you're able to tell me?
Well,
Magic.
you do know if you cast detect
Well, that's what
Alright,
she's
but-
saying. If she knows herself,
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
because if it's a custom ring, there might not be a
It
specifically
is
tied.
custom, but it doesn't. It is a specific ring. It just doesn't have like a school attached to it.
Oh,
Alright,
whether
Yeah,
it's
that's what
like
I'm saying. You'd have to
transmutation or
yeah,
abjuration.
you'd have to just
Yeah.
know transmutation, abjuration.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess I would have to pull up the list of wizard schools.
else
I
is
can
there?
tell you it's some
It doesn't
kind
tell
of.
you in the.
It doesn't tell me the list.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should.
I will check the schools of magic and see which one.
I
it
think
would
enchanting
fall
is a
into.
school.
It's enchantment, conjuration, abjuration, transmutation, and necromancy.
Yeah, but I want to make.
Are the 5.
I want to make sure I know
Cosmology.
which one it falls into.
What?
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmetology.
Yep.
No. I want to make sure I know which one it falls into,
That's
because
like a
if you're
drink.
like necromancy, well, this is gonna make my finger become a zombie. I don't
Yeah,
know.
It'll give you some idea.
Sneak into your room and give you the zombie finger.
Ooh. Good thing I have my cage. She can't get in.
Nope. You can leave that one.
Sorry.
God,
I know,
again,
it
your
freaks
fucking
me out
neighbor
too.
scared me.
It's just a car. Like, I mean.
But it's just all of a sudden movement.
Okay. I guess it'll be transmutation. Nothing specific.
Oh.
That just manipulates matter, though. I don't really.
Yeah,
see anything
transmutation
that's
turns one thing into another.
Yeah. You know what? Out of all the schools, it would probably fall into like blade singing.
I don't know if that's a school.
It's not a school of, but it's listed under the schools.
Oh. Wouldn't
Yeah,
it just,
I don't know.
wouldn't it just be enchantment?
Um,
Conjuration, necromancy, evocation, abjuration, transmutation, divination, enchantment, illusion.
but enchantment is like manipulating people, so that's not what it is. I'm just gonna say it's something that helps with warding. It's considered. It has a tag warding on it.
Ward? Okay.
Oh.
Ward.
Well, I'm not sure what you're expecting, but it appears to be almost like
protective magic on it?
Well, it'd be abjuration. Ish. Shield. Anyway.
Okay.
Oh, if abjuration does like shielding type stuff,
Anti-magic
then
and
it would-
vulnerability.
It can be from abjuration.
Okay.
Thank you for checking that, Matt.
Yes, they're primarily designed for protection and shielding for abjuration. Deliver us from evil.
So it's more like protection.
Protection. He is extremely protective of you, so this makes sense.
Oh, yeah, for those who want to ward, banish, block, and protect.
Yeah. Excellent. So he's just trying to protect you.
Or as investment?
True. You could be the prodigy or the person that takes over his place when he passes or whatever.
God, I hope not.
It's typically how it works, I think, in cults.
I want nothing.
Are you an only child?
Yes.
Oh yeah. You're it. You're it. You're the prodigal. You're the prodigal daughter. And
I want nothing to do with whatever he's involved in.
Maybe you could make them like a force for good.
You know what their current force is.
I also don't know.
It seems really shady,
Yes, very much so.
considering that they like recruit people in secret and have this sort of
Kind of lied.
shadowy presence over the campus and whatnot. I'd say they're pretty
Did you hear?
unsavory.
And
Did-
blood magic is not really the most. Up
If
and
they
up.
do that, then that too, yeah.
Did you
Your
hear from
food
your?
arrives at this point.
Did you hear from your brother at all when he came here? Like, did he write at least for a little bit, and then all of a sudden he stopped, and it became a concern, or he just left for Strixhaven, and then you never heard from him again?
That.
That one.
Okay.
Right.
And that was how long ago?
Well, 2 years ago now.
Oh wow.
It's because we've been here for a year, yeah.
Yeah, a year and a half. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow. That's a long time.
That communication device you used to speak to your parents, can that be used to talk to anybody else, or is it just a one-way to?
I think it's just one way to them.
Also, can't you just ask about his brother? You don't need to see him. Hey, Dad, where's his brother?
That's fair. No, I could do that.
What is your brother's name?
Conrad.
Conrad.
Yeah. Quinicius. If it's all the same, don't ask about him yet.
All right, excellent.
Maybe not
Appreciate it,
until
though.
we know more about what we're dealing with.
Yeah, because if all this is no good, and then they kind of get the idea that
That we have wind, that we know
I'm
who
specifically
he is.
on his, their tail, or
Now this
Looking
puts us
for
in
him.
an interesting situation. Say your dad is this leader of an organization that is evil. Are you opposed to axing your father? If he, like, for instance, has stolen his brother, and he wants to, get his brother back, and then maybe take some vengeance. What kind of side of the fence are you on? I get it, he's just your dad, but you don't seem to like him that much.
I honestly don't know. I mean, that would be something that I would have to sit and think about.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't-
It's something to think about.
Today is the first time I've ever actually known a little bit about what this is.
Hmm.
I thought my father was just a knight, a fighter like me.
Hmm.
I didn't know until this morning that he was part of this whatever.
He seems like a much more dangerous man than you thought, I think.
I mean,
I'm sure there's
it's not surprising.
probably bounties on his head. People are probably already trying to kill him. If he is this evil dark leader, if people even know who he is, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, he was always around. He would leave, every now and then to, go do his job. His job, I guess, that I thought was his job.
As far as you know, he's still part of that Dragon's Guard.
Yeah.
He's a knight.
Yeah, he's in Melitus, where I'm from. There's a regiment called the Revenant Army,
Hmm.
and there's it's full of like magic knights, and that's what I was under the impression that he did, that he was part of that army. And to be truthful, when I was born, he had expected son to train and join him in this army that he was a part
Oh,
of.
and how disappointed was he when he found out that it was a daughter?
Very.
Typical father.
Very. And for whatever reason, my mother was not able to bear any more children after I was born. So he was not able to, my mother was not able to produce another child to try to give him the son that he wanted. So apparently my birth was traumatic. I don't...
Why? Never mind.
When you say that, you feel something cold on your neck.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dagger just goes straight through you, and I somehow missed it. Talking to you.
Nope.
That's on brand.
It's
a clown.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I mean, it's just... My father was very disappointed. He didn't get a son, and he didn't get to... If I got married, my name would change.
Mm-hmm.
So my name doesn't get... His name doesn't get passed on. The Winchester name would die with him.
Mm.
So that was a big to-do.
Or you could just not change your last name.
I would love to change my last name.
Mm.
I can't wait to change my last name.
Oh, alright.
What do you think about the name Tremor?
Are you hitting on me?
Just a, no, it's fun. It's a joke.
So, yes, the Winchester name would die with him. And that was apparently a very big deal. So, the fact that my father might be one of the center of this situation is very unsettling.
Definitely we need to find out more about that.
Do you think he's trying to find a son through
Your
unscrupulous
brother.
means?
How old was your brother? Was he same age? Younger? I'm gonna ask him questions the moment he takes a bite.
Yep.
He was older.
Same age as her. How old are you?
22.
Okay, so,
She's
Older.
22.
Older.
So older than...
Older than her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That doesn't really tell me much, but
Yeah.
more information is better, I suppose.
Okay, well...
Oh, is your brother gifted?
Hmm.
Because it seems like he really cares about that, because he was disappointed.
Which
with
is why
you.
I don't understand why he's so interested in me joining this. I'm not gifted.
I think he wants to teach you to become gifted.
Oh, we've done that, and it never worked.
But you can do the thing now.
He doesn't know that, and
Oh,
actually,
he's gonna
I don't
be
want him.
so proud.
I don't want him to know that. That stays between us, okay? If we ever encounter my father, that stays between us.
But he'd be so happy.
No, nope.
I'd venture to guess he already knows.
Ooh, if he's watching it. I mean, you're probably not doing it all over the place. You showed me.
No, the first time I did it was with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, so she's only shown me.
So, apparently it's something that my mother can do,
That makes sense.
which I didn't know. She's lied to me my whole life. I thought she was not magical, but apparently...
Does he know? He probably knows. He's the
I would assume
leader
he
of a dark
knows.
organization. I can't imagine that slipped by.
But that's why it's such a big deal for him, because apparently both of my parents are magical and I'm not. So
You're a muggle.
You are a dirty little muggle.
yeah,
You dirty little muggle.
yeah.
For some reason, to me, muggle sounds dirty. I don't know why. They muggled later.
And I didn't know my mother was magical until just recently, until when Presreath and I were almost killed.
Ooh, but the
That's
thing you
when I found
but
out.
the thing you learned is that something that just came to you, or was that something that you practiced? to
No,
learn?
I've never practiced. It just I woke up one morning and I was
So
laying
it's
in,
ju- you-
I
so
was
you just
laying in
have-
bed and I was like, oh, my hairbrush is across the room.
I want to get up and get that.
Yeah.
Gotta unlock the cage.
It was being lazy, and all of a sudden, I just thought in my head that I wish my hairbrush could just come to me, and it came across the room.
Use the force.
But so you have latent abilities. It would appear.
How did you find out your mother was magical?
When she shoved me across the cabin that we were in and summoned a demon to help fight the things that we fought.
That's a very
She summoned a demon.
Yeah, that seems that's a good way to know if she's matchless or not.
Yeah.
So apparently your parents were keeping lots of secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not in a good place right now. I used to trust my mother, and now I don't.
I mean, sounds
Parents can be. My parents are pretty good.
at least she saved your life.
The server comes over awkwardly and says, "Parents, am I right?" And we'll refill all of your drinks.
Yeah, my parents have been great. But, not everybody has that privilege, I suppose.
Well, my mother was always great. She's the reason I went into archaeology, and she's the reason that I do the things that I do, but...
No, my father's the same way. I follow in his footsteps as well.
I didn't know she was magical. I just thought that my lack of magic came from her side. And now... What's wrong with me?
I will say that my father has a different set of skills than I carry. I'm more artistic and... play instruments and whatnot. He's more inquisitive and political, that kind of thing.
How about you, since we're just airing all of our...
Well, his brother's captured by your
baggage.
dad.
Have you talked to your parents? Have they...
They're captured too.
Hopefully not.
Have you kept them in the loop about what we've been doing here?
I've kind of... When they didn't hear from my brother for a year, they assumed he was dead. But I always kind of felt different, so I came looking for him. So I guess just to make sure that they didn't think I was dead, every now and then I, just am doing alright. I just ate it.
Why is there somebody in my... Oh, it could be delivered because I had Amazon.
There you go.
Anyways.
But I mean, my parents are, they're a little eccentric, but they're all right.
But they just, without even trying to discern what happened to him, they just assumed right away that he was dead. Seems a little extreme.
My dad is, my mother is an herbologist, the plants and everything like that. My dad's a theologian. We worship Pelor and everything like that. And
He said the thing.
and so they tend to go with faith. And my brother, he was always pretty extraordinary, very physically gifted, and there's no reason that he shouldn't have been keeping in touch or been able to take care of himself. So
What kind of things is his special? He's really good at
everything.
Oh, just one of those.
He's just
He's just kind of a wonderful guy. So
what's unfortunate that he's missing. So seems fairly pressing. Why didn't you ask for help before? I would have loved to help. I have talents.
when I first get here, there's no reason to trust anyone.
That's fair.
I mean,
For all he
we
knows.
fought giant frogs together. Come on.
Oh,
what more do you need?
We've bonded over the frog. I almost died. I got licked by one frog and fell over. You can trust me with your life. I'm so tanky.
I mean, I trust you both now, mostly, so, you know.
Mostly?
Yeah.
Ouch.
I mean, for all you guys know, I could be part of the Oric, and I'm keeping an eye on you all, and, you know.
One stalker is enough,
Exactly.
okay?
Yeah, exactly.
See, there you go. So, yeah, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And now we found out your dad is a leader of, like, an evil gang, and your mother's been keeping secrets, too. You know, it's
And
possible
what's-
she has magic because of like dark forces and whatnot. Maybe it's not innate.
That can happen. That's a thing.
I mean,
see why
summoning
not.
demons is not innate that I know of, unless there are demons. Like, I know demons can summon other. Hold on.
Like I don't really mess
How
around.
stupid am I?
Yeah, you're not Radagast anymore.
I don't really mess around with like magical.
I'm not
text.
even gonna roll. I don't know that.
Mostly-
Ignore that.
Yeah, you know, I mostly stick
I'm
with
10
like
intelligence. I don't know that
mechanical
shit.
things, but you know, gifts. What little understanding I have from having to pass by books. Yeah, sure. I mean, scrolls exist, and those
Oh,
are just ways to cast
She
magic
didn't
or something.
read from any scrolls.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm sure
Everything
magic.
she did was.
I'm just saying. I'm
You
sure
saw-
that there's different ways for magic to be gifted.
You saw that she had a large tome that you've always just assumed was another archaeology book.
I forgot about that.
So like she could be a wizard, but I don't know that.
Well, I'll throw that out there. She had because I did forget about that, but now that you say it, I remember it. She did have like a book that I just thought was something
roll
she
for
just
that.
always carried with her.
Nope, no idea. Sounds like a book for
Well,
archaeology.
You guys do go to Strixhaven.
Yeah, and imagine I know that there's spell
So,
books.
You know, wizards need something to
So it
read
sounds
off of
arcanic.
something.
It sounds like arcanic in some way. So she.
It was just all so.
Do you have a spell book?
Oh,
You could.
Do you want one?
I don't have the ability to cast magic. There's
But
no
you-
reason.
but
for
how
me
do
to
you
have
know?
one.
It's just learned.
Do you have anything else she might benefit from?
I already gave her her mask. Wear
I
the
mean,
mask.
we're not going to do that right here in the restaurant.
Don't use my cage.
That's not what I was going for.
I honestly don't know.
Remember the thing you received that you can't use?
Oh,
What do you mean? Oh,
Why would
you-
I
I
give
watched
that?
it.
Oh.
Why would I give that to her?
Well, you said you couldn't use it.
Yeah, but it was a gift.
And I
So
told
give
you
it
to take
away.
off your hands.
Yeah.
It was given to you in order to complete a certain mission. So,
That's why would I give it to her?
okay.
Because you can't use it.
So?
There is no railroad
That
here.
doesn't-
There
that
is no
doesn't mean I
railroad. You
won't
make
be
your
able
own
to use it at
choices.
some point.
Okay, fine.
It might come in handy. It might be a key that I need to use.
Mm.
It's a keyblade.
Yeah.
Let them rip.
Your server Jousa comes back to clear off the table. Just like, you're welcome to stay as long as you want. I'm obliged to tell anyone. I know you said you've been here many times, but the two of you have you been here before?
Nope.
Okay.
No, this is the first time.
We have many adventurers who stop by our well-known tavern.
Do you have a lost and found?
We have everything here. We have most items that are lost end up becoming part of the temple. We have a quest board. We have pretty much everyone in here is looking to find.
Oh, is that why there's an exclamation point above it?
Ding.
Yeah.
No, I don't have one.
Quest here.
I
Get out of
have
here.
dot dot dot.
She's talking.
Oh, that's a video game reference. Okay, I
Yep.
get it.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, the NPC has a exclamation
Light
point.
bulb just went on?
Yep, I get a quest from this
Okay.
person.
I've been watching Gary play more and more lately, so
Mhm.
I'm starting to get
Many
like.
of our well-known frequent patrons are always seeking to hire new adventurers. It's just what they do.
And
so.
if you'd like to become a patron, go to patreon.com/fablesontables, and you'll notice it doesn't
It
exist.
doesn't exist.
But
It probably
If
doesn't
you want
exist.
to.
but keep an eye out.
And
Maybe someday.
when we get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we'll make a Patreon.
Oh, Jen,
I don't know what a Patreon is.
My dad didn't know what an OnlyFans is.
oh, that's
I know what
good.
that is.
Oh,
I know, but
I
that
don't know what
blows
a
my
Patreon
mind.
is.
I'm like, you just hear it. Like, you just hear it. Like, you don't have to know what it is, but he's never even heard of it. Like, the words never came across his mind.
So sweet.
And I'm like, that seems like that should have, but, you know,
So
okay.
innocent.
So they've got a quest
not
board
innocent,
and
but
they've
it
got
sounds that
magical
way.
junk all over the place.
Yeah, and just a whole lot of people looking to hire adventurers.
Well, so, like, normally that'd be fine, but I think we have priorities at the moment.
I'm obliged to tell you this. Thank you for your time at the Tipsy Giraffe.
Yep.
Please stop by again.
Enjoy your day. Thank you. We'll let you know if we need anything.
Is that our sideburns?
Mm-hmm.
non-tippers.
I gave her 10 silver tip. I gave her a gold.
She scratches
It
at her
was 10 silver.
sideburns.
I gave her.
was
I meant.
10 silver.
I would have given her. I wanted to give her double, so I would have given her a second gold. So I'll
okay.
knock off a second
Awesome.
Did you say
tippers,
she
Yeah, yeah,
scratches at her sideburns?
Yeah,
She's a dwarf.
Oh,
gold.
okay.
Yeah, she's a dwarf, and I'll tell her there's a beard oil you
Of
can
course
get
she-
that like reduces the itching. It's great.
What kind? Where'd you
Any
find it?
beard oil,
Oh.
any kind of
You're
oil.
an elf. How do you know anything about beards?
Let me double check. I think my character might have a beard.
I thought elves couldn't grow beards.
Why do you think that?
'Cause they
I don't see why
think
I've
not.
never
They
seen
can.
one.
I don't see why not.
Elves don't usually have facial hair.
I mean, I would usually picture him with more of like a goatee or like a soul patch
Like
kind
a
of thing.
half
But
like the Jafar.
But he
is-
Comes
but
out
he-
with a little curly cue.
But he
Yeah.
is a guy, so
yeah, I think
either.
elves could have beards.
He doesn't, but
Just in every fantasy movie I've ever seen and TV show that involves elves, they never have facial
Yeah,
hair.
it's just
And
to give
everything
them
with
that.
half elves gives them beards.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
it's
just
like,
a-
just in
yeah.
case you were unclear.
Yeah, it's just to give them that like metaphorical etherealness.
Mm.
Now I can see Nate better. Hi Nate. I
hello.
can see you better.
Hello, Jamie.
It's
Oh
not
no.
me.
Stop it.
So
Put it away.
so what? So what's next?
Research.
Oh, yeah, so to the library then.
Research and I mean I can no, I want to respect y'all not to talk to my dad about
I mean, you can talk to your dad. I doubt we're gonna find like a book.
he's not
on
going to
the
tell me
orc.
anything else that he didn't tell me before.
You'd be surprised what we can find in the library.
I would definitely be surprised if we just found a book on like a handbook to the Auric.
On a
I
secret
think-
fraternity.
But I feel like the name is known. It's going to be written somewhere.
Well, go
Yeah.
check the library.
I have to imagine that it exists, and there's no other place that I
There
know
should be some.
that has
What if
knowledge.
you told your dad you wanted to join?
Ooh, let's bring Tosa. What was her name?
Toaster?
I didn't write it down.
The
Tulsa?
dwarf?
Oh no, Tantalosa.
Tanta. Is that
No,
the
that's my
dwarf?
stalker.
That's the
I
elf.
lied.
No, what's the dwarf? The dwarf
That's your
name.
stalker.
The lady. Whatever. Barkeep.
Jousa Bloss.
Jousa.
Jousa.
I'm gonna wave her back over.
Yes.
Can I like
Dessert?
bring her in? No. Have you ever heard of the orc?
Which is charisma based and you have advantage.
I do. What is my perception? Oh, it's actually
Persuasion.
That's what I meant. Yeah. I was like, my perception's not that high. Or I meant persuasion. +8. Ah, so that's a 10 or a 2. So we'll go with 18.
Good for being cocky.
Well, it's a 10 and a 2. 18's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Very good.
leans in a little closer and gives you a wink, and then gives you a wink with the other eye.
That's called a blink.
Uneven.
I think she's having a stroke.
She said, yes.
Yeah, so, we're trying to get like more information about it. It seems like it's an interesting thing. Is there any people like frequent here that are from the orc?
She looks you all up and down. What are you wearing? Your Strixhaven robes? What are you wearing?
No,
Oh
no.
No.
no, we're just wearing. I would be wearing like my regular outfit.
I would have just been like business casual.
This gas?
Yeah.
That's nothing to get involved with.
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
We keep
There's,
hearing that, but we kind of need more details.
Yeah. So they might have somebody that we know. So we're
That
trying.
would
We're
be
looking for
interesting.
someone.
Okay.
And we think that they might have been involved in the orc, and we're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, typically everyone filters through here, so we can put some feelers out here.
After that.
But the
Uh-huh.
sometimes work.
Let's call them.
The order.
Let's call them.
The orderer.
Sure, the Ardor.
Yes, those people tend to work out of below a restaurant called Chunky Goose.
It's a fat shit.
That's a terrible name for a juice.
She said
That
deuce.
mother
The chunky deuce.
fucker.
Wait, did you say deuce or goose?
Please tell me it was the chunky deuce.
No, it's the chunky goose.
I read the chunky deuce on that. That's just the fat shit.
He's pooping.
That's just a big poop underneath.
That's a good one for the do diary.
Dear diary.
The Chunky
Today
Deuce.
I took a
That's a
chunky
great
deuce.
name for a
Chunky
tavern,
Deuce.
by the way. The Chunky Deuce. And underneath is.
Well, that's what it's called underneath. And underneath is called the chunky deuce.
Yeah.
Up above, it's called the chunky goose.
Yeah, well, it's the chunky deuce, and all they mean is that it's the second of the
It's the
chunky
second-
franchise.
Yep, it's the second floor underneath.
And if they give you any trouble,
Mm-hmm.
tell them you're looking for the Teapot Temple.
What is going on?
Oh, side separate question. Do you know the jeweler in town? Well, I don't know what the name of it was. That jeweler that I went to.
Oh,
Whatever that town, or whatever that
Yeah.
store's called.
So she'll
I'm
name.
gonna ask if he comes. Yeah, does he come in here?
She'll name like 4 different places, and you hear Citrico, and you're like, oh yeah, that one. The
Citrico.
owner?
Yeah, the owner. Does he frequent here often?
Oh, Jarek Vandermeer, the Lord. Yes, of course.
Yeah. And he frequents here often.
Yes.
Is there anything strange about him recently?
Well, we have a wonderful view of the moon. That new moon.
Mm-hmm.
And always insists on the 2-person seat. Why am I telling you this?
Because he rolled well on his persuasion.
Because I asked it. And I'd like to take out a copper coin and kind of play with it a little bit in the hands. And I'd like to use sleight of hand to cast detect thoughts.
Okay.
While I'm playing, the copper coin is the component of it. So I want to use that, and I want to just kind of like twiddle in my hands. But then while I'm doing that, as I'm talking to her, I want to use.
So
detect
her
thoughts.
base thoughts are like.
Well, I have to roll sleight of hand first.
Okay.
Which
Well,
is
I didn't
not
great.
ask
for you to, but.
Well, okay. Well, I
She's
mean,
watching you play with a coin.
right.
Are you trying to hide?
It's a
that you're
verbal
playing
and
with a coin?
somatic spell.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'd have to say the words, but I'm gonna do it like. I don't know what the words are, but I'm gonna try to intertwine it into whatever I'm doing.
Okay.
Maybe
Go
I'm just
for
like
it.
humming a song or whatever. 16.
So, you say a couple of words that don't quite fit into the sentence, but she doesn't really care. She's watching you play with that coin, and the surface thoughts.
I'm just looking
are,
for surface stuff. Yep.
Who does this guy think he is besides absolutely gorgeous? He's playing with a copper, but all of my sugar daddies pay me in.
I gave her a gold, but anyways, yeah.
That's a surface thoughts,
Yeah.
and then
I'm just gonna continue listening to her.
So she says, it tells you out loud that this
Mhm.
guy comes in and sits at a 2-person table by himself,
You're right.
and stares at the moon.
In the moon, yes.
And you're listening for thoughts, but you see more of a picture. She's painting a picture with her words.
You can't do that.
Not for you.
Yeah.
But you practically can see her memory of him sitting at the table, and she has a feeling of sympathy for him, almost
Love.
pitying him.
And love. Yearning. And
So wait, this one guy comes into the Tipsy Tarrasque and sits there at a 2-person table and just stares at the moon.
he's
Yes.
the lord of the. He's the jeweler that I thought ate somebody.
Oh, that's okay.
Radagast would be like, he's a werewolf, but I don't know. I'm not Radagast, so.
This is Lord Jareth
Lord
Vandermeer.
Jareth Vanderman.
Lord Jareth.
He's
You
the
know
guy.
what? Yes, that is his last name, Vanderman.
Vanderman.
Like Phil Spider-Man.
Yep.
Spider-Man is his
He's
last
the guy
name.
I've been talking to you guys about things to avoid, but I want to kind of follow up on it at least a little bit. He knows information about item that I found that I'm trying to find more information about that I really haven't figured out that
Oh,
yet.
well, he's typically, because you're saying this right forever, he's typically here in the evenings, like as soon as the sun goes down.
Oh, he's a vampire. Anyways, interesting.
I was thinking more of when his shop closed.
Right. I wouldn't have said he's a vampire out loud.
Well, vampires are actually pretty common.
Oh, really?
There's a teacher at Strixhaven that is a vampire.
Oh, okay.
What?
Of course.
Of course. This is Magic Town.
I don't think Professor Onyx is considered a vampire.
Magic Town? But anyways, Magic
What's
Town,
this?
Magic Town.
What's this? What's this? There's magic everywhere.
Thank you. That's quite helpful. Thank you very much. And I'll give her another gold piece.
Oh. She's like, I think I found a new daddy.
And, no fillers is necessary, but perhaps just kind of keep an ear open, and maybe we'll visit again, and maybe you'll have
Oh, did you
more.
need? Okay.
Did I need what?
You were asking about someone, but maybe that was the ruler. Never mind.
Well, the orc. If there was a specific contact of the orc, but you said there was the giant deuce. That would be the main.
I think the newer ones tend to come by here.
Right, but then there's the tea temple
Teapot Temple. Beneath the chunky.
beneath the
goose.
chunky goose,
But
and
I
that's
wouldn't-
the.
Name drop. I don't know. What do I know?
Well, I mean, we don't have. So we just. Is that a place we can just go without name dropping, or is that a place that you need to kind of know the password type deal?
I think it's a need to know the password type deal.
So maybe not. We probably just won't dive into the lion's den right off the rip. Maybe we'll find out more information. But you've been lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. Should give you another wink.
Supposed to blink with both eyes, but.
Like, and then there's one nostril on each side. Oh boy. Blanc. It's the sound that makes.
She belonged. Excellent. Well, we've learned some things, I suppose.
That's true.
Werewolf or waiting till the sun goes down. It was trying to eat me. I think. He ate the other person, so I assume he's just gonna eat everybody. But potentially not. I would feel more comfortable with you guys
If he didn't eat it.
I don't care who he eats as long as it isn't me or my friends, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess this was eventful. Now we can go to the library and figure out maybe a little bit more information, if there's any information about the orc.
Welcome back.
To the library.
Good ask a teacher.
You could.
You had quite a grand reaction to hearing about the goose.
Oh yeah, is the chunky deuce something you know?
You can be discussing this in transit.
Yeah,
to
as our way to the library.
Strixhaven.
When my father came to visit me recently, he wanted to go to dinner, so I was going to recommend going to the place that you work. And he had already made reservations at the Chunky Goose.
Did you go above or below?
We were above. I wondered why he had chose that place. I was like, I've never heard of it, but okay.
I wonder if you had is that where he asked you if you wanted to join the order?
Well, that's where we had the conversation.
If you would have said yes, you would have went down to the Chunky Deuce.
No, stop it!
Most likely.
Deuce so chunky.
So we could.
He was very upset that I
He had
wouldn't.
to go shop him.
That I wouldn't give
Stop
him.
it.
That I wouldn't give him an answer that night, and I think now that might explain why.
People do get upset when they can't poop.
Yes. Yes, we do.
So that is interesting. So I wonder if you could get us into the Teapot's Temple.
As you're recalling the Chunky Goose, you do recall that it was overdone with black and purple velvet.
Would that have been significant?
Purple robes.
It's-
Always a purple.
It's
Listen,
very gaudy. It was a lot of.
It's the succubi.
Damn it! She did summon. Her mom summoned demons.
That's true.
It It's
Oh,
very
that would be
gaudy in
cool.
there. It was
That
a
would
lot
be
of
cool.
purple and gold. Purple and gold? Is that what you said?
Your mom summons your old mom.
My succubus mom?
Your mom summons River. Okay, so yeah.
I mean, that's if they do operate out of that restaurant.
No, it sounds like it. All arrows, and
All signs point to yay.
yeah, it sounds a lot like that's gonna happen. And so, like, we could get most likely with your connection to your father, they're gonna know who you are, and they're not gonna question us going.
Yeah,
down
I
there.
just had a preliminary
You know,
plan in my head
uh,
of walking in there and demanding to have access. I am Alex Winchester. You need to let me in.
I really want to see how this goes.
I don't want to do it.
Oh,
It's
it
just
sounds
something
great.
that I thought of. It's not my first choice.
I think it's a grand
I think it's the
idea.
best one.
Yeah.
It's well, the library first, then there.
Wait, did she say we... I mean, she didn't say that, like, it would be difficult to get access, just that we had to ask.
As long as we know the password, I think we're good.
She said if they give us any trouble, we should tell them that we are looking for the Teapot Temple.
Right.
There was nothing but a password.
Ooh, can I preliminarily insight check that? Oh, everything she said.
Just everything. is-
Yeah, everything. You know, it's charisma. Yeah, no, it's wisdom. I'm still good at it. Yeah, 14. Was she kind of holding back anything, or did she feel like she was
after,
hiding?
After a little bit, when she realized, like, why am I telling you this
Was
stuff?
she orc?
Seemed to pull back her information a little bit, but nothing rang false.
Oh, yeah. So we're still. I think she was not really misleading us in any way. I was a little concerned about potentially her trying to like put us in a trap of some sort. But I think
I'm still worried about that. Yeah.
I trust her completely.
But with not having my acceptance into the Auric, I don't know. Just walking in there, I can just demand to.
I don't think you. We
Have
don't think we have to
access.
demand anything. I think we just say we're here for the Teapot's Temple. Right. I think we just go down and see what happens. If they start giving us trouble, then we go, do you know who she is? And then I use my
Please don't be my hype man.
Get out of there.
I'm quite confident with my words that I can pluck us out of any situation.
That's wonderful.
I trust you. I trust you implicitly.
Yep.
There's a lot of trust going around.
We're roomies. I know him on a more intimate level.
That's true.
She's
do
been in
sleep
my
next to his
cage.
cage.
She's been in there. I showed her. I gave her the rundown. Like, this is where I sleep.
We had a slumber party.
This is my little light.
This is where I read my books.
This is my drinking thing. Alright, so we at the library yet?
Yes, you have arrived at the library.
Excellent.
It is early afternoon.
Yep. And we'd love to talk to our sources at the
My
library.
boss.
Your boss.
Yep.
Since I work there.
And ask him if there's any books on the orc or any knowledge on the orc that he might have. Are you in the orc? Who are you? Who do you work for?
Do you do that?
Nope.
Okay. So
He's the leader.
Of course, he can get us out of any situation.
Yeah, fuck it.
the shift manager there is just.
Do you see this? Do you see that?
He's
Anyways.
a third-year student now. This is Urzmatek Grosh.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Urzmatek Grosh.
He's one of the NPC cards that you have. He's the Milady orc boy. Is he in the Magic the Gathering? Urzmatek
Yes,
Grosh?
he is.
Who?
Urzmatek Grosh.
Never heard of
Yeah,
He knows more about them than I do.
Oh, he's the Winter Bloom.
He has his
Guy.
He has a cool card name too.
You can't just Google search Urzmatek Gra.
No, it's not the actual name. It's just the art.
But I feel like somebody would have written an article about it. Like,
Okay, so
But
anyways.
oh, Alex, it's always nice to see alumni. How
Honor
are you?
troll.
What?
Honor
his name is
troll.
Honor Troll. What's his flavor text?
First in his clan to attend Strixhaven, and now first in his class.
Alright. What a god.
There you go.
He tips his fedora to you.
He doesn't wear it.
It's been a year and a half, Matt. You don't know.
He's a troll druid.
He's a troll. I thought he was an orc. He's a
troll
tiny,
druid.
skinny troll.
Yeah, so we're looking for information on the Auric.
Auric.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
oh,
heard
dear.
of the Auric?
Yeah. I think I saw that in some newspapers. Let me take
No!
what?
I know who the news people are.
Oh!
I know, yeah, sorry. You can come to our newspaper archives. So I will have all what?
Your impression of him is
Fantastic.
I will have all three of you make. He's definitely inspired by that guy I don't like. The you know.
one of many. Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
He will
What are we rolling?
mansplain to you how to read a newspaper first. Like, this is a heading, and from here you want to look through
I'll push her to the side and be like, we know how to read a newspaper. Come on.
Okay.
Well,
So are we making
What are we doing?
perusal checks?
yeah, make investigation checks, please.
Investigation.
Uh,
It's not my strong suit.
My pass is 16,
Investigation.
but I'll roll 16.
19.
Well, I mean, active roll. If we're going with active roll, 9. But my passive is 16.
19.
13.
But what I will say is, I'll go with 9 because I'm distracted. I want to do something else while they're doing that.
Oh, okay.
So
So
I'm going to kind of browse over real quick. I'm like, you guys got this. I'll be right back. I've got to take care of something.
Yeah, okay.
do you want me to come back to you and take care of them?
Oh, I'm
first?
just gonna go inform the book.
Okay. Who doesn't talk to books? The two of you find information on the orc, like whatever you want, pretty much, and the what?
Well, that would
Anything
be
we
more you
want?
because you rolled higher than me.
So-
So,
I
what do you want to know?
will
Oh,
tell you
boy.
that you find some very politically inclined articles. With Nate's check, I would say you easily spot your former roommate's name. You can tell that a lot of these are intentionally trying to discredit this group, but you don't find anything that sounds untrue about them. They are mages who couldn't pass the entrance exam at Strixhaven or dropouts. It seems like they want to bring about the downfall of Strixhaven, kill the dragons, and reside somewhere in the city. They try to infiltrate the university frequently, looking for spells and recruits. There's a lot of paraphernalia about, propaganda, like, don't fall for their lies. Years ago, when they had a huge presence here at the school, the dragons did stop them, but it's like biting the head off of a hydra. And they keep coming back. So, what would you like to know?
Who's in charge? Where do they hide?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Hold on, I have one
are they-
question.
What are they up to?
Who's your daddy?
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
If it seems that they look for recruits who
Maybe.
are failures,
Sorry, say again?
if they're looking for recruits who are what they consider failures,
Oh, that can't be.
right?
His brother's not a failure. That's what he's trying to say.
Right. But yet, I am. So I guess
Based on what?
based on everything my father wanted me to do.
Get out of here with that shite.
Hey, you're clearly not.
You're
a failure.
awesome.
You've excelled
Don't
in.
you ever spoken. Treat yourself like trash ever again in my presence.
Very true.
I love
You're always
none of
down
that
on
talk.
yourself.
Where did you go?
I'm back. I had to go use the restroom.
But that was my question. Why was your brother recruited if he wasn't a failure? But then my father wanted me to be recruited. So what's the difference? So it's not all people that are failures.
I mean, I don't know what they're doing, but it probably takes on types. Different strokes for different folks. Yeah.
As far as names, you find a story about a heroic planeswalker named Luca.
Not as good as you want him to be in a
Not in
cascade. That's
Strixhaven, but yeah.
and that he had ties to the Auric, and then that thread is just dropped.
Oh, wait, he is in Strixhaven.
You do find information on simply like capital letters, leader of the Auric, and there's sketches, like police sketches of what people remembered, like these big sweeping points and this immense, long, like almost pyramid head mask.
Does it look like this?
No. You know what I would say?
Wait, a year's gone by?
Vaguely.
A year and a half.
Year and a half. And
Uh-oh.
and in recent news, I
Does
wondered
that
if
mean we missed the Witchlight Festival?
Son of a gun.
Damn it!
That was like the only thing in my folder.
if you ever want to come
I forgot I
back to
had a
it,
folder.
if you ever want to come back to it, we can. But
Nope,
yeah,
too late now.
Witchlight Festival?
over the last year, you find information. Well, you guys, yeah.
You chose this.
You chose this path. Find a story written by his former roommate about a group of 4 heroes, not you, who saved the school from
Frog?
a frog named Murgaxer, his bullywug. And in the end, they killed him, and there's this drawing of like a dead frog, but that he had been serving the Auric. There are also drawings of spider-like creatures that you are familiar with.
Like the ones I saw? Okay.
And those are called mage hunters.
Does that mask look like the one she has?
It looks like that, but longer.
Okay.
The one you have, Jen, looks like the picture you just showed. Yeah,
Have you put the mask on yet?
I don't think so.
that's what your mask looks like.
Show me.
Oh!
I want to see. Click on the picture.
I know what it looks like.
Yeah, I think I do, but... Okay, yeah.
I accidentally, like, opened this up when we first started this game, and she was like, "No, put it away! They know what that is!"
What's this?
Oh, and this is that book that I have.
Ooh.
This is what that book looks like.
And what do you think? Oh, okay.
It's Mordenkainen on the front.
Yeah,
Like, she
yeah.
knows that. She knows it's
Okay.
Mordenkainen.
The title is The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces.
Yes. But I've never been able to open it until now.
That's right.
So after searching through these articles for a couple of hours, that is
Is there
all-
any mention of my dad's name?
There's a surprising lack of names when it comes to the Auric, and I'll have you give me one more investigation check. Or, you know what? Give me an active insight check.
Where's my insight?
Actually, all three
My
of you can do that
investigation
if
is
you'd
better
like.
than my insight.
You said insight?
Yes. So you're inciting, like, you're reading between the lines.
I got a 1 on this.
I was gonna say he's got
Oh,
giga
God.
advantage.
Insight is 9.
Okay, so it does roll.
My
different
insight
numbers.
is 20. 30, 20.
2.
2.
Well, one of you feels like
Mhm.
maybe there's a lack of mention of names on purpose. Whether it's they have infiltrated the campus, or excuse me, or the writers are just afraid to anger anyone in particular, or they just don't know.
Cowards!
Or they might not know, yeah.
Oh.
There's a reason they wear masks.
Right. Yeah, they're secret. It's a secret organization. It wouldn't make sense that their names are just splattered everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does look like the way he's writing this, he does seem almost afraid, potentially. He might know more. It's possible we can go talk to him and see if he knows names.
He who?
Her dad?
Your roommate? The writer of the article.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know. Would he still be, like, part of the school?
Yeah, he was a first year when you did your
Oh,
year and a
okay.
half program.
Yeah, we're accelerated, so he's still
Right.
chilling. That slow class.
I
Bunch
mean,
of normies.
I know that he would talk to us because he likes to talk.
Right. And you guys are like besties, right? You roomed together. No? You didn't get along very well?
He talked too much for Callum.
Well, at the very least,
Very much not my kind of guy.
the very least, if need be, I can probe him for information.
Wouldn't be difficult.
All right.
I guess I'll lead you to my room then, unless there's more you wanted to look for.
No, so far we have a basic understanding of what they do. We know where they're possibly based out of.
Mhm.
Now we just need more details.
What was this guy's name again?
Your roommate?
Roommate?
Terrarian or something?
Grayson.
Grayson. Alright.
Yeah, Grayson Wildemere.
Alright, yeah, I'll take him to my old room.
As you
This
leave,
guy.
Yeah.
with that passive perception that you have, something prickles, the hair on your arms stand on end, and you see a man watching you from upper level, but it was weird that you've been watched.
While we're in the library, I'll look up at him and give him a little wink and keep walking. I'll also keep track of who he is. Kind of gauge him for a quick second. Do I recognize him?
I don't believe so. How much
Okay.
time have you spent in the library?
You point him out. Would I
Fairly
recognize
often
him?
because of the book.
I work
Are
there.
you
I would-
pointing him out?
Huh?
Are you pointing him out to her?
Can I talk to people's heads? Do I have this ability?
Oh, telepathy?
I have dissonant whispers,
That's
but
a
that's
feat.
dissonant whispers gonna hurt you a lot.
Yeah.
You'll hear the whispers, but it's gonna fucking hurt.
No, that's the telepathy feat.
No, I understand that, but I'm a bard. I have spells. I don't know if I have that kind of spell. I can talk to animals.
Do you have
That doesn't
message?
help. That's what I'm looking. I'm seeing. I don't have
Third
like
level?
sending or message. Oh, I don't have third levels. Well, I can't innately cast third levels. So no, I can't. So I'll whisper it. I'll say I'll clock somebody, another person staring at us while we're doing this work. Is he wearing purple robes?
No.
Is he wearing a black outfit like that, or like was described in the article?
No.
Okay.
I'll just, if he points him out, I'll just kind of like, I'll bend down and like pretend to like retie my boot, and I'll kind of give a quick glance.
Bend down and
Okay.
look up.
Make a stealth check real quick. And
I have
snap.
disadvantage on stealth because of my chainmail.
Callum Quintitious rolled custom 99.
I did.
I guess that's what it just popped up and said.
Oh, that's cool. I did that a long time ago.
Would that be more
I don't even know where it
sleight
went.
of hand? Because
Either. Whatever you want.
okay, well, because I get disadvantage
Oh, here
on
it is.
stealth.
Game log.
Yeah, D&D Beyond's awesome.
Well,
Oh, look at that.
it says now, but he said he did it.
Well, the D4 I did just now,
Okay.
19.
just to see how.
So you're telling me if I click, how do I roll a perception check? Oh,
Just click.
there
If
it
you
goes.
have roll 20 open though, and you're on Chrome, it might open in
So
there.
that is that. Oh, that pops up
Oh,
for you over there. Okay.
Erebor Terramon rolled.
He sees you seeing
Persuade.
him, but it's fine because this is one of the head librarians.
Fine.
His name is Milo.
Milo,
Who's that
how
guy?
you doing? Milo.
I hate when I can't
Speak.
react across campaign.
He's such a nice guy too.
Head librarian is watching.
Yeah,
His
but-
Puts
name's
books
Milo.
away real well with his forearms.
But who is that guy? We don't know.
Oh, his name is Milo.
Who's that
He's one of the head
guy?
librarians here.
You easily make it back to your former room. Do you just walk right in or knock? Okay. It is locked.
That's silly. Knock then, I guess.
Okay.
What's his name again? Grayson.
Grayson.
Grayson. It's Callum.
Oh, coming. No, that's not. Definitely not.
I was gonna say if you sounded like that, I'd be like, I knew it the whole time.
For sure, no. I'll be right there. Opens the door and jumps on you in a big hug. Very happy to see you, and
Rolled with basic
What?
black.
That's a dice, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you pick your dice?
Helen! Well,
makes-
if
that
it
makes
isn't the big hero on campus, what can I do for you?
We did do stuff on campus, but
One
we fast forwarded it.
Oh, right.
Oh, let me see 1 second. Wait. Just before we open the door. Well, it's a minute. Yeah. Just before he opens the door, it only takes an action, so I'll cast Detect Thoughts on myself because it lasts a minute. So I can, for the duration, I can read
my
the thoughts.
own brain.
Well, no, for the duration, I can read the thoughts of certain creatures. So I'm gonna do that as he opens the door, and I'll finish the cast.
Okay.
So we got a minute.
Ask him all the questions.
Real quick.
We were just. These are, you've met them.
Yep. We've been here.
We were looking over some of your work, and we had some questions about.
Yeah, can we come in? Are you
Maybe
alone?
you have like notes. Maybe you have more notes and information that you didn't like put in the articles. That
Sure,
you'd
come
be
in.
willing
Are you
Sure.
alone?
Yes?
All right, I'll close the door behind us.
Oh,
Lock it.
you hear...
This seems a lot more foreboding than it is.
Yeah. It's not that. Well, hold on.
You hear a whole lot of, ask about my new medals, ask about my new medals, ask about my new medals.
Have you had any new medals lately?
Yes, I won.
That sounds great.
Oh.
So we're talking. That's wonderful. I'm glad you got those. I heard about them. But 45 seconds. Okay. So we need to know about the Auric.
What did you not write about the Auric?
Yes. Do you know names? Who's part of the Auric? 35 seconds. Come on.
You have a notebook or something that.
You hear Conrad. Hear about Conrad. And then he says out loud, "Is this about Conrad? You finally figured it out?"
He knows.
I mean, in part, what does that mean? Finally figured it out. You've been holding out on me.
You stupid idiot. What have you been taking so long? You're an app. He knows. This guy. Oh, my brother's captured. I wish I knew where he was.
So, as I told Jen, I think when you were, maybe you didn't hear me say this, over the last year, a different group of heroes, because this is a mission you would have done if you had done the Strixhaven book stuff, had stopped an Auric agent named Murgaxer, and
Frog.
The frog.
yeah. Is he in? How do you know?
Because you said
it
a frog
earlier.
named Murgax.
In the research that we did.
So yeah, Magic the Gathering card.
And that he had the mage hunters, and this had happened over the last year. So if you weren't there, well,
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, you're right. I should have come to you immediately. In my research, I found out that Conrad and a few others that had gone missing had just been recruited.
Wait, Conrad was part of this group that defeated the
No,
agent?
He, in my research of the Auric during that debacle with
And it's
the Frogman. What?
I said, and it's faded.
So is there more
I
about?
don't know what you're talking about.
Is there more about the Auric in particular that you have notes on or information about that you didn't put in any of your articles?
We promise it will not come back to you.
Yeah, it's more of. It's his brother, man.
I know you're good people.
Did all the kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I play for the band.
Make a persuasion check.
Pretty good.
Any of you can make this persuasion check.
Oh no.
Nate, you can make yours at advantage since he is wanting to look out for his former roomie.
All right.
Oh my gosh, is it like a -2? Oh, just a... He doesn't like girls anyway. So.
Mine is a -2.
I'm going
Mine's just a straight roll and roll
to
3.
read Silvery Barbs again.
I thought we talked about it. Oh no, you can do it and give yourself advantage.
It says you can choose a different creature you can see within range, and then in quotations you can choose yourself. One reaction you take when a creature you see within 60 feet. No, okay, I can't Silvery Barb. So then what I can do instead, did I get lucky? What did I do? Features and traits. I have something for this. I'm a bard, after all.
You said he doesn't like girls.
Callum gonna turn on the charm.
I like compliment his metal.
I like boys.
Oh, that's right. I can't roll lower than a 10 when I make a persuasion or deception check.
That's nice.
I have the silver tongue.
Rogues have something similar.
What?
You
I don't
played
think
a
so.
rogue. You should know that.
Rogues have
Yeah,
to
I
be
don't
similar to
think so.
what?
I mean,
You
I
can't
was.
roll lower than a 10 on something.
Yeah, they have Jack of all trades.
Oh,
and
that's
something
Jack of all
else.
trades.
Well, Jack of all trades just gives you
No,
expertise.
no, they get
That's
expertise.
bards.
Yeah, that gives you expertise and stuff.
Yeah, so you can choose, but yeah, I'm Inquisitor specifically, so
I have Jack of all
I
trades.
couldn't roll lower than an 8 on like something.
Well, either way, I have something, but it's a 13. Not great, but
Yeah, I got a 10, but I'll like compliment a medal or something.
yeah, I did tell him about the medals. I don't know if that gives advantage.
Does not at this point, but 10 was enough, so he'll
Oh,
just
there
say,
it is. A D4 for deception, investigation, sleight of hand, performance. None of those. Okay, go carry on.
I know there's one local. And I think you know who it is.
Me?
Yeah.
Is that redhead guy? The creepy guy?
I was referring to her father.
Oh, the other creepy guy.
I don't
Wait,
know who that
He's
is.
around here? He's local?
You know my father's not local.
I had been hearing that, and I had heard he's been around lately. Has he not been around lately?
I've seen him once.
Oh my god, what if he's still
He's
here?
come to your game several times.
Oh.
Also, apparently they serve somebody new now that just goes by the title the Mage Slayer.
Well, it's a good time to not be a mage then.
Do
I'm
you-
not a mage. This is fantastic.
Do you have any information I should know on this?
That's a good question.
Do you remember the mission you were given?
Him? Oh, I don't know. I don't.
Nope.
Do you need me to refresh your memory?
Yes, I thought it was to just find the orc.
So the dragon said that she suspected the Auric were working with whatever this moon represented, something with this moon, to bolster their power and take down the dragons. They had seen some vision of them being transformed into something horrific and didn't want that to happen.
The jeweler! He stares at the moon!
The So it's possible that the Auric are concerned about the new moon.
It's the first I'm hearing
Or
of
they're
it.
using it as their source, or
They're like
Well, so the question is, where did it come from?
So I should do research on the moon?
I
Yes.
started to do research, but then
They said
went,
we landed.
if you could do that, that would be amazing.
They said we landed on the moon, but I don't believe it.
Yes, Grace, and I would consider it a giant personal favor if you could do research on the moon.
It would be a giant leap for mankind.
You were the worst.
I tried.
All stage.
Yep.
You're not even a real moon!
You're not a real moon.
Very true.
I mean, as for, I don't know, it's come up in conversation recently, and we've just been trying to do some research, and we came across your newspaper writings.
So what do you know about Conrad?
I mean, what do you mean?
You heard the name and you're like, oh, you just now figured this out? I mean,
Oh, he
This is-
was part of the recruits that Murdochshire was organizing.
that's nice to know.
To do
So
what?
he's definitely
Do we
in
know
there.
what their purpose was for with these recruits? What they were recruiting for?
To join the Auric?
To do what though?
Where
What
do-
what does the Auric actually do?
Oh,
Yeah, like, what's their
steal
purpose?
magic from Strixhaven.
For what?
Make themselves more powerful.
Once a year they have a car wash.
Anytime a magic item goes missing, it's the kind of urban legend that, oh, it was the Auric. Like Lock your doors at night, or the Oracle get you.
Oh, I locked my cage.
Do they have
Do you need a safe place? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh.
I
Do
have
they
my
have a
safe place.
history
Hide
of
your kids, hide your swords.
Hide your cages.
Do they have a history of tainting objects with a black?
Oh yeah, that's what the
Substance.
Murgager was doing. The Eldritch Bomb.
Worcestershire.
That's what the Worcestershire sauce is.
That's so from the beginning, even on
So-
orientation day when we fought the treasure
Yeah, but the other
chest.
adventurers took care of that.
Yep.
But from the very beginning, they've been a part of this whole thing.
Right. Yeah, I had people looking into that, and I
Yeah.
remember it kind of like came up during the year, but other people were, you know.
Yeah, they had to take care of.
Yeah.
Not our concern.
It's not, but
Now it is.
Yeah.
But it's too late, so.
Well, they're probably still using it.
But I thought they were taken care of.
Oh no, those four heroes applied some holy water to the tainted Eldritch Balm fountain, and they killed Murgixer, and
Yeah.
it's been dealt with. Why
Nice.
why are you asking all of this besides looking for your brother?
Where are those heroes now?
This is not information I was prepared for.
I knew it.
You could
I
just,
knew it!
You could just wing it. I mean, it also is 904. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just messing with you.
So if you want,
What are their
info-
names? What are their backstories? What classes are they? What level are they?
This level.
Did
11?
they, did they,
Yeah.
did they do the,
Two?
did they live the story that you wanted us to
Yeah.
live?
yeah.
They all
That's
got
my
along.
Saturday group.
Oh,
They all got
they
along
hung out
and did the
in-
hunt.
They went to class together and like, oh my god, look at the teacher do the
They
thing.
passed
They taught.
notes.
They got little notes and
Actually,
wrote down
that's
stuff.
pretty funny. It's going to be my Saturday group.
And they giggled as the teacher. And they wrote dicks on their desk and then they engraved it in the wood.
Hey,
And,
I had all sorts of classroom shenanigans that I was preparing for myself, but
I dreaded
everybody was
every
like,
minute of it.
"Nope, we don't want to do that."
I mean, obviously, I still had fun, but
They've actually done all the
not
Candlekeep
because of
stuff, and
Candlekeep was fine.
That's cool.
yeah, you guys have yet to open a single Candlekeep book.
Have you heard about the Sunless Citadel remake called the Lightful?
No.
The Infinite Sun? Or
The
there's
Radiant,
the Radiant Sun?
Journey.
The Radiant Journey Sun?
I bought that on Roll20, so when it comes out, we
Keep
can
throwing
write
words out there until one sticks.
It's called the
Journey to the Radiant
Citadel.
Sphincter Citadel.
It's not Sphincter. It's called Radiant Citadel.
Yes, I bought it on
Yeah,
Roll20.
yeah, it's short adventures ranging from 1st to 14th level.
So
It's supposed to be in the ethereal plane.
when it comes out, we
Should be
can
sick.
do that if we want.
The radiant sphincter.
So those
I have
heroes, their names.
Uh-huh.
Do you really want that information
Nope.
or no? Okay.
Well,
I do.
I know
I
he
was-
might.
Their
Do we
names
care?
are
I care.
5
Okay.
names, not 4, 5.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Thanatos, Arcady,
Wait, Thanatos, Arcady.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Nova, Anglar,
Anglar.
and Aaliyah. They're all really great people too. You should meet them sometime.
5 heroes who did our job.
I'm good to go until 9:30 if we wanted to keep pushing.
I'm
Since we
fine.
started late.
I'm okay.
Sure.
All right. Well, this has all been great, great, Grayson. If there's anything more that you could do to help us, we're trying to find his brother. I think that he got wrapped into some bad stuff, and
Well, clearly.
yeah. So we're
And
trying
if you
to.
find anything out about this moon that they're
I will
concerned about,
definitely
that would-
research that, but once the kids leave the campus, I don't have much information on what happens in the city. My
Yeah.
focus is here.
I can
Wait,
leave.
Did
We
anything
can all leave.
happen? Remember when
graduates.
you followed students outside the wall?
I followed. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Is that something? Is that anything that?
they were just going out into the city.
Oh,
Yeah. They didn't know how to get past the guards. Like I just walked.
I
by.
have reason to believe that the Auric did use those, you know, for their own purposes, but that wasn't like an Auric specific transport.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that was giving you information on how people could get out of the city. That was more like a bad group of kids who were like, screw the man, I'm gonna go drink in the city.
Okay. Okay. Trying to cover all the bases.
But yeah.
So, at this point, what time is it? I'm assuming it's like
9:08.
some afternoon.
I'll say it was mid-afternoon
yeah.
when we went to the library, so it's probably not much further than that.
You spent a couple hours there, so probably like 2 p.m.
We got plenty of day left. Do we want to go to the Gigadoose?
You want to go to the joke?
No.
We're headed
Have
to
you-
the goose.
I mean, that seems like the most apparent source of information.
It does, but
Because the library did nothing. We didn't really gain a ton from that. We were being watched by Milo. Maybe he knows something. You knew Milo.
yeah.
He seemed very intent on looking at us and what we were doing, so he might have a lot of info.
But I'm also afraid of keep telling other people that we're looking into this organization, because if they're as bad as everyone says they are, I don't want any wood. We don't know who could be working with the Auric.
Grayson, you tell no one.
What?
Exactly.
I
I'll
don't,
give them.
I don't want a whole bunch of
I'll
people
give
to
them
know that
5
we're
gold.
looking into this.
While I appreciate that, like to think I write my articles for the greater good.
And we are trying to get rid of bad, but in a way that doesn't have our name on it.
I understand.
Got it. It can be that group of adventurers that left and we have no idea where they went. Thanatos and Arcades and the other 3. So.
Do you know what? Before we do that,
Yep.
let's go back to our room, and I want to see what this book does.
That sounds fun.
Which book?
The book that she has
The
the
book that I
command
have
word
that
she
I've never been able
opens.
to open,
Do you
because
know how to open
maybe
it?
What if?
it uses
wait,
it uses a keyword.
Do you know the keyword?
I do.
she does.
Okay then.
Who gave you the book?
I found it on an archaeological dig with my mother.
Oh, so it
I've
could,
had it
it
for.
could literally be anything.
It could be anything.
What if this was with your mother?
We were on the same dig. She brought me with her.
But like, did you personally dig it out of the dirt,
Yes.
or did she find it
No.
and go, "Hey, look, daughter, look at what you found"?
No, I
wasn't
dug
sure
it
she
out.
liked.
It was an ancient ruin that I found it in. They were.
I'm just thinking if she planted it.
I
something
mean,
along
I
those
don't
lines.
know. I dug it out of this ancient ruin that we were excavating.
Excellent.
It was
Well,
my
sure.
it was my first major find, actually.
Excellent. Yeah.
Besides broken bits of pottery. But
find
it's
out what
been
that
locked.
does.
Yeah, because if we're going to try to infiltrate this place, maybe this
It could be useful.
could be useful. But I don't know what it does.
It's gonna turn you into a wizard. Okay with this?
I want to be.
Right before we meet the Mage Slayer.
Oh no! You'll be the one that you've hated to want to be, but then you be it. And that's not good.
All of a sudden, I'm an Eldritch Knight.
You'll be the one who's so far away.
And you feel the arcanic magic.
Enter the cage.
Enter the cage.
Enter the cage.
Into the arcane.
So yeah, we'll go back to mine and Irovar's room, and I will do. Do you want me to do this in the cage, or should I just do it in the middle of the room?
I think you should take the book and put it in the cage, and we're outside of the cage, and we lock the cage, just in case.
But what if something happens that we can't tell what happens if we're not in the same space?
You can see it. You can see inside the cage.
Okay,
It's not locked.
It's a book about an extra dimensional spaces,
Uh-huh.
so I'm assuming that it might be planar, like extra
Well, we can
planar.
find out what happens when you say the command when it goes and blows our minds. Like, I mean, I have a ring that I don't know what the hell it does too. So like,
So do I.
It's, it's worth $1 billion money, but I don't know what money's gonna do in this situation. So
Throw your coins at them.
shut up and take my money.
Magic stone. Pew!
All right,
All right, so to the room,
get to the room.
To the wall!
to the wall,
To the windows.
to the cage.
To the sweat.
So it's canon that this cage is in our room.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we're.
Okay.
Whether or not
I
I
don't
sleep,
think I had a choice in this.
Okay.
whether or not I sleep in it, probably.
Okay.
It's safe.
Good to know. Okay, well, I will take that cage and I will put it in the middle of the room.
No. It's on the bed. It's like built into the bed at this point.
But what if your bed disappears? let's
What
put it
if
in the
your
middle of the
bed
room.
But the cage doesn't go. It doesn't come off. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I thought it
No, I haven't.
It's literally connected to the bed.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to sleep on the slats of a cage, so he has it like
Okay,
for whatever
I have to go to
reason,
the bathroom again.
No.
like bolted down to the bed
Figure out what you're doing.
for some reason. I don't know why, but now it's the way it is.
Okay, so there's literally a cage bolted into the frame of your bed.
It's canon now.
Okay.
It's in the picture.
Okay.
You guys can't see it, but it's there.
No, that's fine.
I'll zoom. Oh, maybe.
Nope, that's fine. I'm okay with it.
Okay. So this is our room, and
Oh.
the cage is on the bed. I don't know. This is what it is.
Cage is on
It's either
the
I'm in the
bed.
cage or you're in the cage, and I just
I would take the non-cage bed.
Cage
At this
is
point,
on the bed.
he's embracing the cage because it's safe.
Cage is
Maybe
on
on one
the
of our
bed.
adventures he got attacked
Man on the run.
in his sleep, and
Cage
this is safe.
on the bed.
Although it's not really that safe because like how thick.
Oh,
the
there it
cage
goes in
is.
the camera. That's a good shot.
How thick are you?
Well, like even if he was laying in the center, like a sword could just go. Like it's not that safe.
It's really not. There's slats in it. I could easily take my sword and stab you in the
You
middle
just
of
have
the
to
night.
stick to the back.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe we'll put the cage on the side. Maybe he doesn't sleep.
We'll talk about where the cage is. Jeez.
Where is it? What do you want me to do?
We can put it on the side of the room. That's fine.
Okay, so it detaches from the bed.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know if it's actually even on the bed anymore.
Okay. So I'll put the cage in the middle of the room,
Yeah.
and I'll put the
help her
book
out.
inside the cage. I'll shut the door, and then where's my word?
We are chilling out. We are maxing and
And I'll
relaxing.
close the door to our room. I don't know. Although we own this
Yes.
entire floor, basically, right?
We do. Are there windows in our room?
Yes.
Wait, I don't
It's
remember
like a
the
floor
layout.
slatted window, but there's a bush covering it, so nobody can see.
Oh, so nobody can see in our window?
That was a joke. I don't know.
Is that a window? What is that?
Wait, what else do you think it
Those
is?
are windows.
They're glass panes. The left.
But there's greenery in front of it.
Uh huh.
Because I was gonna close the curtains,
Yeah, we're
but
not
if there's
savages.
greenery in
We-
front of it, then I won't worry about it.
I think it's still fine to close the curtains.
Okay, I will close all the curtains.
Close the door.
And
Do we want to do any prep in case there's
I
like
mean,
craziness that happens?
I'll take out my
What if you
sword.
summon
I don't know what the
what if
rest
you
of you are
summon-
going to
What
do.
if you summon a demon? Alright, we'll find out.
I take out my sword.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is what I got.
What's the book called again?
The Joy of Extra Dimensional Spaces.
I think it'll be a portal
Sure. That'd be fun.
I also think
from
so,
another
but
world.
I don't know what or where.
What does this do? Oh. Okay. Alright, well, I'll pull out my loot and just get ready.
I'll take an action before it all starts and
Wait, I just looked at the the Roll20 chat. Is that what that ring is?
That was an accident, and I was hoping nobody would notice it.
I haven't noticed it.
I did, because I went back to the map and I just now saw it on there. Okay.
Alright,
No,
no.
that's fine.
He's reading it. Is that
I'm
what
gonna
my
take
ring
an
is?
action and I'm gonna take an action and activate my armor. So from the greave and the gauntlet, the rest of it comes out and covers my body, including the helmet, which chunks over my head.
Is that like a Star-Lord thing from Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
Iron Man.
No.
No. Also,
That's a bummer.
Fuck that guy. And the horse he rode in on. Nah, he's fine.
So I'll put the book down.
Uh-huh.
I'll unsheath my sword just to get ready.
I'll get ready to jam.
Everybody ready?
I'll give each of you a bardic inspiration.
Do
if
it.
I can do that prior to.
And I'll
Mark those off.
Do it
stand
now.
outside and I'll say,
Get her done.
Ema,
Emu?
so
Ema. E-M-O-H.
Can I give myself bardic inspiration?
No, we decided that was not a thing.
Other than you, it says.
a wind from nowhere picks up, and the book goes, and it opens.
It opened.
It farted.
And
It queefed.
Oh my god. Jamie, I'm so
and
sorry.
a doorway emerges from the book.
Oh, shit.
And beyond
Called it.
you see the front porch of what appears to be a mansion beyond.
Oh my god.
Feels good to be right.
It's water deep. We can get the hell out of this place.
No.
We can leave Tails forever.
Oh boy.
I bet the orc are in there.
Ooh, what if it's a
Wait,
book to
it's
the orc?
I see a front porch
In a mansion.
to a mansion.
Does the mansion look
Purple. Is there any purple anywhere?
recognizable to any of us?
Make some history checks.
What is history? Intelligence?
Some history checks.
Ooh,
Plus
I'm good at
one.
that.
Pow! 14.
12
18.
with a +7.
Oofta.
No. But you all feel very confident that this is not a place you know of.
That's good. Is there any purple?
There is a purple mist surrounding it.
I think we should go in.
Yeah. Or I can open the cage.
Your head said yes, but your eyes said, I don't know about this.
You don't know me.
There's no way we can
Okay,
hide.
this is the new logo for Fables on Tables. It's a book in a cage.
Still just a
With a
book in
por-
cage.
You're trapped!
With a portal of the mansion in the background, inside the portal, and then underneath it just says Fables on Tables. And then the book's on a table in a cage.
I'm gonna make fists and they start like rumbling, thunder fists, and I'm gonna step through.
Yeah. I'll
Oh,
follow.
you're going first?
I'll follow,
Yep.
I'll follow after.
Okay.
You guys have bardic inspirations for 10 minutes, so we need to make something happen.
Okay.
Thunder gauntlets.
Well, make a note of that. Because we're stopping.
Thunder!
Oh no, I want to know what's in here!
I would like
Too bad.
David to join us for this, so it is a fun adventure.
Damn
and-
it!
The manner of purple mist.
And now I have to miss next week too.
You have to what?
Miss next week.
Next
Oh.
week we're gonna have a game day.
Next week we're gonna do something.
Yeah, we want David for this night.
What? That's rude.
You're leaving us. It's not our choice.
Not my choice either.
Well,
Isn't it your vacation?
I wanted to leave on Monday.
that is the better day to leave.
Alright, well, thank you for joining us for our second edition of Fables on Tables tonight.
Second
I
edition.
had
We're
fun.
on fifth
in
edition.
this
Dude. Stop it.
second version of Fables on Tables for the evening in this 5e game in which we had some crazy times at Strixhaven High.
Nice.
Alright.